not ready. We're so not ready this morning. Anything could happen. How are you? Do you know what? At 10 to 5 this morning, it was 16 degrees where I live. I just had my T-shirt on. It was really, really warm. Unbelievable, isn't it? Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday morning. And let's have a look at today's menu. Coming up today, all about fabric. 8 o'clock, it's me doing the Ecru collection. 9 o'clock, threads for quilters. And that one always does that, doesn't it? 9 and 10 always jump up together. Angie's here doing threads for quilters, making a gorgeous, gorgeous cushion. 10 o'clock, nautical but nice. No, nautical and nice. That's me doing fabrics and stuff. And then 11 o'clock, threads for your home. Angie's doing this really, really lovely lampshade and printed up the fabric herself. Now, normally on threads, we just bring you cotton, twill and drill, don't we? Well, today I've got silk. I've never had silk before. Natasha's had the silk, but I've never had the silk before. It has been on before, but I haven't seen it. Anyway, we want you to get in touch. This is how you can do it. You can go to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. You click on Watch Today's Show, and then you'll get a bigger screen there. And then what you do is just scroll down the page just slightly. See there, message the studio. Oh, nearly missed it. Send your questions and your comments to the studio. They come straight through to producer Hannah. And she can't even spell hello this morning. That's the kind of morning we're having. Hello. Now, what happens is at your end, you can type and type and type as to your heart's content. But at our end, it cuts you up after about a sentence and a half. So keep that message really short. But I'll tell you in a minute how you can send in a longer message. Now, you see there, it says products from today's show. In a moment, all of those will disappear. Oh, now look at that lovely. You see that Christmas theme in red on Ecru yesterday? $3.95 for half a metre. It's beautiful, isn't it? There, look at it. Hannah thought that was Dutch ladies in crinolines. No, I can see it. I can see what she was on about. Anyway, that's from yesterday. In a minute, all of those will disappear. And all of today, as we introduce them, whether they're threads, whether they're fabrics, whether they're, storage boxes, whether they're... whatever we've got, it'll appear there. Or if you scroll back to the top of the screen, there we go. So you scroll back to the top of the screen and you'll see there at the right-hand side where it says Add to Basket. That was a pen we had yesterday. Now, look, she's just added that Christmas theme in red to her basket there. What you need to do is you need to check out, if you know you definitely want it... Oh, she's bought two... I think she bought 2 units, did she? Did you buy 2 units? Oh, you did. It'd be lovely, that. Anyway, what you do is if you know you want it, check out straight away. We say that because we have a policy of 1 postage packaging for the whole day. You click on this thing saying, would you like to continue this order? And you only get charged £2.95 for the whole day. Which, even if you buy a sewing machine, like lots of people bought a sewing machine yesterday, they'll still only pay £2.95 postage packaging for absolutely everything. If you want to send in the longer message or photos, we love getting your photos. Especially today, because now, if you've made anything with the threads, the threads where you've printed a picture up or anything, I want you to send it in. This is the email address, studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. That's the only way to get the longer messages and the pictures in. Now, we've got a competition. Well, I say competition. You can win an Elna 240EX sewing machine completely and utterly for free, right? All you have to do is text the word sew to 66777. The word sew to 66777. Texts cost no more than your standard net rate. Over 18s only, and terms and conditions apply. See the website for full details. Thank you for your comments about the apostrophes. I've got them onto it now. Now, I have to tell you, you can only enter once. If you've already entered, don't do it again. It's not once a day or anything like that. It's only once you can enter. If you do text in the second or third or fourth time, you'll still be charged whatever your, standard network rate is, but you won't go into the thing. You won't go into the bundle of names. We have had thousands. We've had thousands, just so you know. It starts on Monday and it finishes on Sunday evening. But then we'll text somebody to say you've won the machine. Fantastic, isn't it? Right, shall I just get on? Is that it? I don't think there's anything else to tell you, is there? Got a lovely bundle of goodies on my desk today, haven't I? Got brand new fabrics. We'll start off with some brand new fabrics. I love these. Now, I'd say these have the essence of Laura Ashley. I also think that Joy would love these, because Joy loves... You know what? We should have had her ditzy quilt up here, the one she loves so much, because you're going to love these. Now, I'll just explain to you, the fabric is a lovely... It's not a heavyweight fabric at all. This one is called Ecru Leaves on Olive. Now, it's more than a lawn. It's more than a lawn, but it's a really, really gorgeous lightweight cotton. Shall we have a look at the print? Right, how much would you expect to pay for this? How much are you expecting to pay for this? £3.55 for half a metre. £3.55 for half a metre. I know, isn't it lovely? It's 44 inches wide. It's 100% cotton, machine washable. Now, I'll just put my hand into the shot so you can see the size of the print, because it is a ditzy print. Look. Nice, isn't it? It's lovely. I'm going to go through them quite quickly, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss them all in detail. And I've got some solids that we can mix and match them with in a second. £3.55, half a metre. I know. It's a really lovely... Oh, it's a lovely... Do you know what? Make a lovely blouse weight as well. Really lovely blouse weight. Because I'm thinking quilting first and foremost. But, you know, blouse would be lovely. Get it right. Nice. OK, now I've got the reverse to that. I've got green leaves on Ecru. This is... Ooh, they're going to look so gorgeous together, some of these. Now, you'll have to come in nice and close, because they're lovely. It's a tiny, very, very delicate print. Very pale, but nice. Pale, but interesting. Look. Nice, isn't it? Green leaves. Oh, and vines. Oh, sorry, I didn't say the vines. Green leaves and vines on Ecru. £3.55 for half a metre. Remember, you can message me in. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're making. I'm sure there was something else I had to tell you today. Something very important I was going to tell you at the beginning of the show. Can't remember what it was now. OK, now, green's not your colour. How about blue? This is blue vines and leaves on Ecru. This is nice. This has got a lovely vintage feel to it, this one. So many... You could use these in so many projects, really, can't you? They're going to make the most gorgeous quilt. If you are going to do a quilt, they're going to make the most gorgeous quilt. But as I say, use them as bindings, use them as fashion, use them whatever. £3.55 for half a metre. Really good price as well, isn't it? Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic price. I love that. Oh, is that still happening? Right, OK, if you want more than 1.5 metres, which you might do at this price range, you need to ring the number, 0800 112 4433. I thought that bald man in Dev had got it sorted. Oh, I'll have to ask somebody in the break, then. I have to ask somebody in the break. But basically, we're going to change it so you can order more on the web. It's just some glitch we've got in the system, which they said, they promised they were going to sort out. I'll run through in the break and find out for you. In fact, when Jay comes in, I'll get him to find out. Right now, this is lovely, this one. This, do you know I talk about my friend Dawn, and when she came to my mum's and Dad's 25th wedding anniversary party, she had a Laura Ashley dress on, which had like a knot detail here, and it was long, full length. This is almost identical to the fabric it was made of. Almost identical. And my friend Anne used to be Laura Ashley's design coordinator. Ecru leaves and... It's really weird, that party. I can remember so much about that party. £3.55. 0800 112 4433 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. Sewingquarter.com if you want to pop some in your basket. As I say, we're all right at the moment, but please, if you know you want it, just check out. You can check out as many times as you like. You only pay £1 postage and packaging. £3.55 for half a metre. 100% cotton, obviously. Oh, I love that one. That'll make it... Now, you see, from a distance, not doing much, is it? But make a lovely blouse, a lovely shirt, that one. I've only got one more to show you in this range. Then I've got a couple of others. This is the one I think Joy would like, this next one coming up. Going to see Joy tomorrow. What's she demonstrating, Hannah? What are we going to see her do? We're going to... Is it called the Sears Retail Park in Shirley, Solihull, round there? And she's doing a demonstration in... I keep saying Blockbusters, but I don't mean Blockbusters. What do I mean? Oh, Hobbycraft. Is that rain? My word, that's loud. I'm sure you can't hear that at home. Yeah, you've got to do it your own rain. You won't want ours. How funny. I thought it was going to be a lovely day today. Look at this one. OK? It means nothing to me. I thought the teacher was a horrible headmaster. Oh, OK. Apparently this reminds of Hannah of Miss Honey in Matilda. £3.50. I love it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? £3.55 for half a metre. I'm not surprised. That's very, very popular already. You're ready. You're there, aren't you, with your clicky mousey things? That's lovely. £3.55 for half a metre. I'll go through all these again with you in a minute. I'm just giving you a glimpse so you can see everything. Now, the next fabrics are a completely different weave. Yesterday, I had spot ones yesterday. They're 100% cotton. There's just two of them. But they've got a kind of, I don't want to say canvas, linen effect. Obviously, there's no linen in there. Ooh, then that's nice. Nice, isn't it? Look, zigzaggy. I'll put my hand in so you can see the size of the print. Pink, zigzag on ecru background. £3.95 for half a metre. Now, it's got a kind of... well, on the weft, it's got a kind of... Let me just show you. It's got a kind of stretch on the weft, look. Oh, no. Have a look. Look, it's got a bit of a stretch on the weft there. It's nice, isn't it? Hasn't got one on the warp. It's nice, isn't it? It's lovely. Now, imagine if you cut that on the bias. It's obviously strobing a little bit on the telly, isn't it? But it's nice, isn't it? This one's the pink. Now, when they say pink, it's more of a... It is pink, but yeah, raspberry. Crushed raspberries, that's what it's like. Let's not talk about food yet. Got raspberries from a 10 o'clock break today, if Jay remembers. And then the last of the new fabrics is another zigzag, exactly the same, but in blue. Very dramatic, this one. OK, Hannah's thinking doorstop. Don't know why. Just random. I'm thinking, well, she's thinking doorstop, right? But Karen left the heating on last night. And she's full of allergies this morning because of the heat. £3.95 for half a metre. I'm thinking like bolster cushions. That's what I'm seeing. Draft excluded. Well, that's what you said, wasn't it? Oh, doorstop. Sorry, in my brain, I saw a draft excluder. I saw, and that's why I talked about the heating, because I thought she meant a draft excluder, not a doorstop to hold the door open. It's funny, on my kitchen door, I need a doorstop on my kitchen door, because if you just leave it, it just keeps going like that. Right, so that's all the new fabrics. Would you like to see, what would you like to see now? Oh, OK, well, let's mix and match with some solids, shall we? Right. So this is the Ecru leaves and vine on olive. Now, you see, now this is number one favourite at the moment. Now, oh, it will change. It will change. My immediate reaction is to put that with, like, a navy blue or a dark blue. But let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, don't know why. I'm just going to... You think pink, do you? Oh, well, pink's on the other side of the colour spectrum, so colour wheel, that's possibly why. I'm just moving it into, oh, now I've got linear, I've got linen effect, I've got all sorts going on in here. Oh, ivory, we've got Michael saying an ivory. Right, oh, well, the only navy blue I've got, I don't think that's the right one, no, that's not the right one. It's an indigo. This is, I presume this is indigo in the linear print. You see, I like that, right? I like the indigo. Not sure if I'd go with the linear... Yeah, I would go with the linear print. Don't want to be negative, no. Oh, sorry, this is called navy, is it? I thought this was indigo. It's not been ironed, whatever it is. No, this isn't linen texture. This is linear print. Well, no. Right, because that's the texture one there. That's the texture one. Anyway, I'll go with it if that's the one it is. I think that's indigo. I think that's an indigo in the linear, that one. No, this is the navy texture. This is the linen texture, that one. That's definitely a linear, that one. This is the one. The graphics are... Oh, hang on. No, I was going to say, leave the graphics in. I found the navy texture one. Look, this is the navy texture one. Sorry, a few glitches there. Now, I don't know if you can actually see the texture on the telly. Yes, you can, just there. We do this one in a sage, and we do it in a grey, and we do it in a pinky red. This is the linen texture in navy. £4.95 for half a metre. I think those two look lovely together. But, OK, but Hannah's saying vintage... Leaves and vines bring back the memory of Laura. Actually, that's what I said, wasn't it, Linda? Especially the green one. Trying to resist buying... Oh, go on, it's only... Hang on. This, £3.55 for half a metre, that. Not that I want you to overstretch yourself. Right, hang on. So that's the navy blue texture, that one. And then you said... yeah, thank you. And this one, I'll put it in because I've already shown you. This one's indigo in linear print. Oh. I'll just put it into shots so you can see the two together. There you go. See, I like those two together. So this is linear texture in indigo. This is the Ecru leaves and vines on olive. This is £3.25. £3.55, sorry, £3.55 for half a metre. I'll take that one out because Hannah wanted to see vintage pink. Oh, yes, completely different, look. That's a vintage pink. Now, I'm wondering if that one would be better. Those two together would look nice, wouldn't they? So that's vintage pink there. This is the Ecru leaves and vines on olive. And then this one here... Now, is that damson or is that... It is damson. I like those three colours together. They look lovely, don't they? You can if you want. That's right. Hannah just wants to see the damson with the leaves on its own. That's nice, but then I think that just lifts it, you see. Nice, isn't it? And then what colour did you say, Michael? Ivory. Well, I've got a... Now, hang on. I've got three here. I've got cream. I've got a cream linear. I've got another one that is vanilla linear. And I've got a... This is this cream or is this optical white? Vintage white. Cream. I thought so. There's cream. That's the cream. Now, apparently on the web, it looks very different. OK, it looks yellow on the web. It's a lovely clotted cream colour, that one, isn't it? So this is £3.55 for half a metre. This is £3.25 for half a metre. That's nice, isn't it? But if you want a linear print with it, I've got vanilla first. This is the vanilla one. That's nice, with the linear print. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, that's what you were thinking of. Vanilla, then, not ivory. No, the other one was cream, but I haven't got an ivory. Yeah. That's vanilla. I know it's called vanilla because Hannah's put a lovely little label on it for me, telling me it's vanilla. But then, you see, they've called this one cream as well. In fact, just to confuse you, this is the linear in a cream, which also looks nice, but that's cream in linear, that one. That one's £4.95 for half a metre. This one's £3.55 for half a metre. Nice, isn't it? And this is very popular. Oh, Beverly. Hello, Beverly, my lovely. I'm just waiting for your message to come through. Oh, the leaves fabric is beautiful, isn't it, Beverly? Thank you. Not that I can take any credit for it, of course. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, can I put the green, can I put these two prints together, please? Because these look gorgeous together. Oh, I've got nothing from Gail yet. Well, wait. So this is Ecru leaves and vine on olive, and this is green leaves and vines on Ecru. That's this one. That's this one that you're seeing in the graphics there now. And then this one is going down the bottom there. I think they look lovely together, don't they? No, I've got no message from... Oh, yes. I can hear the rain here. And then, where's that? I don't know where that is. Oh, it's now, Gail, it says you're in the West Midlands, but you're on holiday. You're on holiday. In where is it? Near Cornwall? In Instow. Cornwall or Devon. What weight is the leaves fabric, says Beverly. Beverly, I haven't got an actual... Have you got a weight on your thing? It's lighter than a Spectrum Solid, but it's not like a flimsy lawn. It's like halfway between the Spectrum Solid and a lawn. It's a lovely... I'd say it was blouse weight. That's what I'd say. Or a really, really lovely lightweight quilt weight. That's what I'd say. I haven't got a weight. Maybe we have to start doing that, don't we, really, the weight. Right, so now let me take away the green one. The olive one, I mean. And we'll start mixing and matching this one. The olive one's very, very much the most popular so far. So that gets folded and put there. So, what would you put with this one? Damson, was that one? Because I've got another one here. What's this one? Is that claret? I'll take that out. Yeah. Yeah, so this is damson. Yeah, I think, no, to me, no, not nice. But we can do better. I think this one would look nice. This is berry linear print. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, oh no. All right, got it. That's berry linear there. Oh, I've found something else that's going to look lovely with it as well. What are you saying, Hannah? Sorry, do you want me to say something? Oh, OK. You ain't like that. Oh, like that, like I was supposed to say something. I like those two together, but I'm also going to try this one. That works, doesn't it? Pistachio. Not on the moon iron today. Has Jay gone on strike today? So this is pistachio. I lost everything then. I don't know what you were saying to me. Oh, you've gone again. I'm just going to get the spare one out. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not getting the spare one. £3.25. That's this one. And this is £3.55. No, you keep coming and going. It's fine now again. It's fine now again, yeah. Oh, Beverly said try pistachio. Well, there you go, Beverly. That's exactly what I've done. Great minds think alike, Beverly. Thank you. That is nice. That does look nice, doesn't it? Oh, Linda, thank you. I'm brightening up Linda's morning, apparently. OK, that is pretty. Oh, be quiet, Hannah. We went out last night. Oh, I have to say, you know, I don't know if we've mentioned Simon very much on air, but Simon is responsible for the whole thing, really. He was given the job to set up the whole channel, so he employed me. Jay obviously had a bad day that day, didn't he? Hannah, little Paul, well, all of us. He employed all of us and everything. Anyway, he's leaving because he had just set up the channel and he's going off to Ventures New. And it's his last day today, so we went out for something to eat last night to kind of celebrate him leaving. No, that's fine. I'll just have that day, Jay, it's fine. And Anyway, he's leaving today, so it's quite sad, really. But I don't know why was I talking about Simon then. Don't know. Don't know why I got onto Simon then. Right, blue. Oh, I was going to say, shut up, Hannah. I was going to say, and little Paul, right? So we're having this really lovely, not a drunken night out or anything like that. Paul's like, how many bottles of wine should we order? How many bottles of red wine should we order? And we're like, no, I'm having fizzy water because I'm driving home. And everyone, Hannah, not Hannah upstairs, marketing Hannah, she had Prosecco. She thinks she's posh, doesn't she? She had Prosecco. And we got a new boy called Ian working here. He had a big bottle of beer, but everyone else was on water and fizzy drinks. And little Amy, she had a Citron Presse. And I kept saying, it's Presse, Amy. She went, oh, is it French? That Citron Presse. Blue. This is Ecru leaves and vines on the blue background. Oh, were you not? Well, he didn't employ you, did he? And it's a long way for you to come from your little village. £3.55. I got a bit lost going back to the car park, ended up in the middle of a fountain. I didn't get wet. No, I explained. Right, we went to Brindley Place, which is in Birmingham, and next to the Costa Coffee and Nero Coffee, there's all these waterfalls, but there's a path going through the middle. And I had to get out, this is lovely. No, not ones that come out the floor unexpectedly. It's a pond and everything. There's a pond, but it was just, yeah. And it smells of bleach. £3.55. And also, yeah, I think so. It says you can't get in the water. And also the Costa Coffee said on the door that it shut at 7, but it was still serving when I went home at, what time did I go? About 9? No, it wasn't that late, was it? Anyway, I love this. What colour should we put with this? I would put pistachio with this. Look. That's nice. I like that. Now, is there a nice pink? Should I put a pink with it as well? No. That's lovely, isn't it? That pistachio there. What about clarets? Oh, yeah. Now, that, doesn't it... Look, that's modern, right? That's very modern and clean. Victorian. Suddenly turns it into a Victorian fabric, doesn't it? So this is Ecru vines and leaves on blue. This is claret. Oh, I like that. That takes it into a very dark Victorian look, doesn't it, that one? Piping around the edge in the claret, is that what you're saying? Right, let's pretend it's a cushion then. And let's make a piping around the edge. Beverly, have you had too many coffees this morning, my love? There you go, there's the piping around the edge. Oh, yeah, oh, OK, Beverly said that would make a lovely little girl's dress with the vintage pink as trim. Well, there's the claret. There's the claret. I'll show you with the vintage trim. But that's nice, isn't it? Let's do with the vintage pink now, then. And thank you for what picture? Oh, lots of pictures coming in of the threads. What we'll do is we'll show that in the next hour, obviously, when Angie arrives. She's not been well, she said earlier. Hope she's all right. We thought they were keeping us apart because they would never gave us shows together. Oh, yeah, Beverly, that looks nice. Oh, OK. All right, OK. Won't do. So we've got the blue floral and we've got the pink, vintage pink there. Isn't that lovely? At £3.25 for the vintage pink there, and £3.55 for the floral there. Oh, OK, we've got an announcement about the Ecru leaves. Right, hang on a sec, let me get it out for you. No, it's fine, it's fine. The Ecru leaves on olive. Yep. Ecru leaves on olive. Oh, half the stock's not just in baskets, been checked out. Been checked out as well. There'll be more in baskets as well. Half the stock already has been checked out on that one. Nice, isn't it? Oh, okay, lots of you with it in your basket as well. Lots of you with it in your basket as well. If you want that, make sure you check out. That's lovely. Lots of... Oh, now, I have to warn you, right? When we see your name in the basket, we don't know how much you've actually bought until you check out, right? Most people who've already checked out have bought multiple units of this. Just so you know. Just so you know. OK, move on from there to there to there. Right, now, shall I jump to the red one then? No, I've got the blue leaves on Ecru as well, but lots of people asking to see the red one. I'll go back to it, don't worry, I'll go back to it in a minute. If you're wondering what these are, I'm doing a few storage boxes this hour as well. Yeah, that's lovely. Do you know what also? That lovely quilt, you know what I mean? Like, I know this was a kit we did. I think they're all sold out. I'll double check for you. But that fabric would have worked nicely in that kit, wouldn't it, as well as the stars? Now, I don't know if I've got a colour that I put with this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ooh, that one, I think. So this is the navy linen texture one. That's nice, look. The navy linen texture with vanilla. Look. They look nice, don't they? That's the vanilla linear print here. And that was the navy texture there. So this is the white leaves on red, which is £3.55. This is the linear texture vanilla at £4.95. Okay. You have changed, Hannah. Hannah's saying she thinks she's changed. She has. No. No, I didn't mean no. I meant... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I was just saying it. It was just a saying, that was all. Yeah, nice. That's nice. It's a nice, rich red. Oh, hang on, though. Do they look nice? Oh, yes. Nice. Hello. Oh, I'm loving these. Do you know what? Actually, I'd buy a bit of all of them. Because, move that across there. And the one I haven't shown very much as well yet, which I'll do in a second. How beautiful are they going to look? I know I can only put 2 graphics in a time, so I'll just tell you, right? This is Ecru leaves and vine on red. This one's Ecru leaves and vines on blue. This is green vines on Ecru. This is Ecru vines and leaves on olive. And this one is blue vines and leaves on Ecru. All of those, if you watch on the web, if you look underneath the picture now, if you look underneath there now, you'll see all of these listed. I think they look do you know what? I'm just going to take that one out. Different story. There you go, look. Little House on the Prairie, I'm thinking now. Do you know what I mean? The blue and the red, I think, look lovely together. But look at those 4 together. Don't they look gorgeous? Just wondering now, if you were to put a... What channel number are you on? Susan, we're here. Oh, hang on. I'll read it properly. We're not on Sky yet, Susan. We're not on Sky yet. I don't know what's happening. I know we plan to expand our platforms, but I'm not sure when. In fact, you know, we've got management watching now. Maybe they can tell us. You can watch us on the web. You can watch us on Freeview 78, which you must be doing now. Or, of course, you can always watch on YouTube if you've not got any of those. Right, what colour would you put with these if you were going to put another colour? Oh, maybe that one. Sage, that's the one. That's the one. That's nice. And then, oh no, but then you know what you then do? You then do a border or a frame of the blue. Oh, you can't see that, hang on. So that's sage there in the linen texture. This is navy blue in the linen texture. I can't put more than 2 graphics in, you see. Yeah. We should have, you know what we should do? There should be a system where we go like, this is linen texture, and you can get it in the blue, beige, down there, shouldn't we, really? No, we should get that sorted, really. They're nice, aren't they? Those colours are beautiful. So, just so before we take the graphics out, that is linen texture in sage. This is linen texture in navy blue. I mean, those two look gorgeous together, don't they? And then all of those, I've just gone through those. Oh, now, see if I can do it. See if I can do it for you. Hang on. I'll have to do a fan from a Dresden. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is going to be a little fat Dresden. This is a little chubby Dresden I'm doing here. My folding's not very good today, is it? What am I doing? No, I don't know what they are. I'm trying to do a skinny Dresden, a chubby Dresden. There we go. But can you get the idea? Can you get the idea? They'd look lovely, yeah. And then have the green in the middle. I've done one with a star for some reason in the middle. I don't know what that one's called. Nice, 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 nice. Don't know the name of that block. Okay. So, we haven't touched the zigs. Oh, no, hang on. There's one of these I haven't concentrated on yet. The ecru with blue leaves. I know, then I'll go to the zigzags. I'll go to the zigzags. I suddenly realised I've left them out. I haven't done these yet either. But these are so popular. Right, what colour would you put with that one then, Hannah? I'll let you choose. Oh, she's faltering. She's obviously... You know why that is? Because you're craving love. If you keep wanting pink... So the berry linear, Hannah's thinking, which is this one. Yeah, nice. I'm thinking maybe... Right, that's the linear texture. You can see all of the linear textures and the spectrum solids and the linen texture effect. They're all on the website. I'm wondering whether it's that one. Yeah, that's the claret. That's nice. Again, it gives it that Victorian feel, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. Piping. We haven't got any piping cord at the moment, have we? We'll do that soon. Right, let's do the zigzags, because we haven't done those yet, have we? Right, the 2 green ones, the olive background and the green, these. Right, OK, need to give you a little stock warning on these two. So this is ecru leaves and vines on olive, and this one's green vines and leaves on ecru. They're both, more than half of those have gone, been checked out, etc. So if you want those, you need to be careful. Nice, OK. Les zigzag. This is the pink, the crushed raspberry pink ones. Now, where would we go colour-wise with this one, do you think? You'll go pistachio. Right, this is Hannah's choice. Funky, brave, yes, yes. Right, I'm thinking... Yeah, I think Hannah and I need to make a pink doorstop. What shape would you do, though? The square one that Natasha made out of Tilda fabrics. Nice, that one, isn't it? Like, so it looks like a brick with a handle on the top, yeah. Oh. You've got so many plans to do all these things, and yet I haven't heard you get your sewing machine out for weeks. She's going to sew it by hand, apparently. Oh, I won't say anything because she's what? Oh, she'll be at work. Hannah's doing English paper piecing for a cushion for her mum. You're doing hexes? Oh. Right, then. You can send it to one... Is it a huge one? Oh, it's only a little cushion. You can send it off to have it thing, but you could do it yourself. Are you going to quilt it? OK. Oh, OK. So, no. This is zigzag blue. £3.95. We've got that show coming up. It's a surprise. This is lovely, isn't it? The zigzag's that size. Oh, Nurse Julie. Nurse Julie here, was in hospital myself for a week, but watched you from my hospital bed. You helped my recovery. Oh, Julie, I hope you're all right, my love. That's Nurse Julie. She's watched me for years, Nurse Julie. £3.95. Jane says, good morning, John. Can you please put the two dark blues together? You mean the solidy ones? I'll do that for you. I've got three, actually. I've got three. Jane, if this isn't right, just let me know. Just let me know. I've got three dark blues. I've got the navy... This is navy linen texture, this one, which you're not really seeing the true beauty of on your telly. It's got a really lovely depth to that one. So that's £4.95 for half a metre. Then I had the... Now, I can only put two graphics in at a time. So this is the indigo in the linear print. Across the bottom of your screen. That's the linear yeah, it's so silly because that's linen texture and that's linear texture. It's just it's really confusing, isn't it? And then this one, right? And then this one that I'm going to put in now. Is it navy or dark? This one. Dark blue, this one. Yeah, we had the navy yesterday. It was very, very dark, wasn't it? So this one here is the Spectrum Solid in dark blue. So they're the three blues I've got. Is that what you meant? Right, I'm going to just add something to that mix now. I'm going to add... There. That's the blue, isn't it? Good morning, John. Lovely fabrics as usual. Just had to order some more to add to my stash. And thank you for cheering me up on a miserable day. Oh, is it miserable day everywhere today? Just that's not far away, though, is it, Karen? She lives... Jane lives in Staffordshire, doesn't she? I think they're lovely. Those work beautifully together. Sandy, morning, John. Sunny here at the moment. Love your show as usual. Oh, Sandy in Cornwall. Now, so Sandy's in Cornwall... But in Wold, who was it in Wold earlier? That was, Brain, come on. In Stowe, not in Wold, in Stowe. I was thinking of Stowe in the Wolds, wasn't I? And I was thinking, oh, that's in Devon. It's like Escape to the Country here this morning, isn't it? I've never been, Lulworth Cove is the furthest I've been down. OK, went to a wedding now. So that's lovely. Aren't they lovely? So now what's in the graphics there, that's the solid blue there. And then what's in the graphics there is this one here. Now I've put those together, I'm quite liking that. You see, I've got, I mean, I know I shouldn't really say, I've got a Laura Ashley throw on my bed, which is so old now, but they're all the colours in it, and they'd be lovely. Maybe I should just make myself a quilt out of all four. They're the two I've got the graphics at the moment. Of the blue. Right, since we put that graphic in now, half the stock of the blue has now been checked. Not in the basket, it's been checked out. Well done if you got yours, they're fantastic. Can I look at all four again, Michael, please? We're doing a log cabin with Angie in the next hour, right? That would look lovely, a log cabin in that. Or I'll tell you what would be even more dramatic, a courthouse steps. Which is a log cabin, just with them set differently. Yeah, nice. I like those. I like those. I haven't got another blue to put in. I don't think I'd want to put another colour in. Let me just put the, cream. Let me just put the cream. No. I mean, it does lift it. It lifts it, but I love the blues. I love all the dark blues in there. Or would you be really naughty and throw in a pistachio? Oh, you see, that's nice. That's nice. That's pistachio that I've just thrown in there. Going across the bottom of your screen. I wonder what ochre would have looked like. Yes. Let me just... Now, if pistachio's too vibrant for you, let's just try the sage and see what the sage would look... I've got to get on. Look, I've got blooming boxes to do as well in a minute. Oh, should we do the boxes in We'll do the boxes in 10 o'clock. Well, there's no rush. We'll do the boxes at 10 o'clock. And there was something else I can put... Oh, I've got some other things I'll put in at 10 o'clock, so don't worry. I'm loving these. And the hour's nearly gone already, look. You see, that works. If the pistachio's a bit too vibrant for you, then look at the sage. DJJ's just getting his decks out on the other table. You can have a disco, Jay. You're doing the disco for the Christmas party. I wonder where the Christmas party's going to be. I wonder when the Christmas party is. Didn't go last year, did I? You weren't working here last year, were you, Jay? At Christmas, did you go to the Christmas party? Did you? I didn't think you were here then. I didn't go, I wasn't there, I don't know. The thing is, I don't get invited, do I, as a freelancer? That's why I didn't go. OK. Right, let's go through the Ecrus again. So let me just move these, because I need to give you some updates. So I'll just put those over there, put that one over there, put that one over there. I quite like having these boxes here, because you can't see the mess I'm making beside myself. Right, which one, Han? Ecru leaves on an olive background. Oh, she's working out how much is left now, because it's very, very popular, this one. Right, now this might sound a lot to some of you, but considering how much we started with at 8 o'clock this morning, I've only got 15 metres left. Jay, be quiet. Say that again. Right, OK, lots of people have checked out large quantities. They've rung the call centre and they've checked out large quantities. One person has actually bought 15 metres of it. I'm not going to name names, don't worry. One person's bought 15 metres of this. Nice. So there's only 15 metres left and not everybody's checked out. How many are in baskets, did you say? Oh, OK. So 10 people have got it in their basket, right? So if all 10 of those people take a metre each, in an instant, I'm only going to be left with 5 metres. Now, they might take more than a metre each. Who knows? Who knows? If they all take a metre and a half, that's it all gone. That's it all gone if they take a metre and a half each. I'm only telling you, I'm not adding any undue pressure, just telling you, because I know what disappointment's all about. $3.55 for half a metre. The other one you have to watch out for, is the sister one to that, the green leaves on the Ecru. I'll just... OK, now I've got 20 metres of this one left, but how many people have got it in their baskets? Right, OK, I've got 20 metres of this left. I've got 12 people in within their baskets. If they take a metre each, I'm going to have 8 metres left, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? Just telling you. Oh. What'd you say, Hannah? Yeah, know what I mean? In it. I'm so down with the kids, Jay, you wouldn't believe. Right, now Right, next most popular, the blue one. You're all right with this one at the moment, but it's the next most popular. Over half of this has gone. Over half of this one's gone. Nice, traditional, gorgeous. It's a lovely sprig print, isn't it? Oh, this is an 11 of you with that in baskets as well. I'm only warning you only because I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to miss out. If you're watching one of the repeated shows, just ring the call centre. Well, actually, if you're watching one of the repeated shows on the web, you'll be able to see, because if it's not underneath me, it means it's sold out. But you can always ring the call centre. It's always worth giving them a call, 0800 112 44 33. OK. Then the other one is the opposite to that one. It's the blue leaves on the Ecru. This is very traditional, this one. Joy would like this one. Joy to the world. It's nice, isn't it? That's blue leaves and vines on Ecru. £3.55. So nothing like this, then. OK, was it even leaves? Yeah. Hannah's mum and dad had a sofa when she was little. It was in blue and cream. She can't remember if it was leaves, but she remembers the pattern was much bigger than this. So nothing to do with this fabric whatsoever. All 2 of these colours were in there. It's lovely, I love it. OK, moving on. Got the red one, This is nice, I like this one. This is Ecru leaves and vines on red. Remember, if you're a new buyer, with your first purchase, if it's over £10, not including post and packaging, you get a free sewing kit, free quarter sewing kit, worth £14.99. This is white leaves and vines on red. £3.55 for half a metre from the Ecru collection. Brand new today. Brand new today. That's nice, isn't it? Now, you see, I'd be tempted. I'm just going to put a few back into the shot. Look, that's nice. If you're going kind of traditional, red, white and blue, look, those 3 look lovely together, don't they? So that is... Oh, they've called it white leaves, that one. White leaves and vine on red. This one is Ecru vines and leaves on blue. And this one is blue leaves and vines on Ecru. Yeah, switch me off, Hannah. So that's the blue leaves at the bottom of the screen there. That's the white on red there. And then that one in the middle there is very popular. That's white, or Ecru on blue. Oh, my word. I'm only telling you for your own... There's only what? 3.5 metres left. Didn't I just say there were 15 a minute ago? Or 10 a minute ago? No, 15... Oh, sorry, that one. Sorry, picking up the wrong one. This one... That's how quickly, right, we've gone from 10 metres to what? To 3.5 metres. That, within literally minutes. So now I've only got 3.5 metres. Is that right? 3.5 metres, yeah. Yeah, 3.5 metres. 7 units I've got left of that one. Oh, right. I'm not even going to show it again, because 12 of you got it in your baskets. So there will be disappointment. There will be disappointment where that one is. Oh... Right, this one, now I've only got 6 metres left. And how many in baskets? From there, it looks a bit bland, doesn't it? Come in and have a look at the leaves. There you go. Oh... 5 to 9 on a Friday morning, look. And how much have I got left? OK, I've got 6 metres, but I've got 12 people got it in their basket. 10 people got it in their basket, sorry. 10 people got it in their basket. So, again, please be careful. If you want it, check out. You only pay 1p for the whole day, because you might want to buy something from Ange coming up next. And we're doing threads. You know, where you put the picture through the machine, prints the fabric, you can make things out of it. It's fantastic. Today, we've got twill, we've got poplin, and I've never seen it before, we've got silk as well. We're going to do silk in the 11 o'clock hour. I'll show you it. I'll show you it when we come up after the break. But we're going to concentrate on the silk in the 11 o'clock hour. But in the next hour, we're going to do the poplin. Do you know what? Angie's done something so clever with it, because you're used to seeing pictures, aren't you, see, like faces like that, right? Not today. Angie's made her own fabric. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Go and get yourself a cup of tea quickly. Watch these important messages. Get a cup of tea. See you in 3 minutes.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
So I'm going to be showing you how to do a ladder stitch. Now this is a great stitch when you want to sew something up and create an invisible stitch. And first of all, I'm just going to use the example of something like a pincushion, but I need to bring these 2 edges together using the invisible stitch, which is known as the ladder stitch. So first of all, I'm going to take my needle up through the fold. So I'm going to be concealing the knot in the thread. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle in through the fold of the fabric and come out. So you can see that I'm on the actual fold there, so obviously there's the raw edges are inside my pincushion. I'm going to take that through. Now I'm going to go to the opposite side and repeat that stitch, so I want to make sure that this is parallel. So I'm going to come in through that fold and come out. So again, I'm making these stitches really big so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see how I'm going across the whole of the fabric. If I just keep doing a few stitches. So as you can see, we have the ladder stitch there going across the 2 pieces of fabric. So when I pull my thread, you can see that almost makes those stitches invisible.
Join us on Saturday the 30th of September and Sunday the 1st of October as Lucy Brennan returns with a bumper batch of fabulous quilting projects. Over 2 days, she'll show us how to create a range of different quilt blocks. Her creations will include this hourglass design that will make the perfect Christmas gift and the fabulous star-shaped bed runner. Lucy will also introduce the marvellous Mr. block and the new butterfly block, plus plenty of tips, inspiration and gift ideas. So tune in on Saturday the 30th of September at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. and on Sunday the 1st of October at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. for Lucy's quilting specials. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. So much going on, isn't there? Now, we're going to do threads, right, which is the... Angie's here to explain all to do about it, but do you know what? This is what I thought it was about, is you get pictures like this, and you can take your favourite pictures, you can print them onto either cotton lawn, cotton poplin or silk, and then make... So people have made the most beautiful memory quilts and everything like that. So, if you have a quick look at this, that can go back to Jay, right? Or look at... If you want to make wedding bunting, this is what I always think of when you think of threads, isn't it? It's taking lovely pictures. Richard and Gemma... Oh, she married much older, didn't she, that one? I remember this now. Isn't that your sister?
On a cruise, and they've just on a cruise again now.
They've gone on another cruise. She's married older and richer, hasn't she, there? Oh, look, on the 21st, the 7th, 15th. That was bunting for a wedding. Or, of course, like on the packet, you see, this is a little bolster with a holiday in New York. So they've used all photographs from their holiday in New York. And I thought that's really, excuse me, what Threads was all about. So I'll just pass those over to Jay over there. Right, OK. But look what Angie's made. Now, go to an expensive designer boutique shop. How much would you pay for something like that? Yes, it's a log cabin. It's a log cabin, but all the fabrics, right, are ones that Angie's created. Oh, there's a picture close to. There's a picture of all the fabrics that Angie's made to create that log cabin. We'll go through that in a second. So I'm just going to show you the two. We've got cotton poplin. I've got this, how it comes in your packet. Angie's going to explain it all to you now, but I'll just give you a quick glance of it now. This is the cotton poplin one. 6 sheets, 6 A4 sheets, £19.95. Now, I just need to explain something to you here where it says image link. In the 11 o'clock show, the pictures that Angie's using, there's a URL link so you can get the... So if you want to make exactly what Angie's made, the pictures in the 11 o'clock show there. And what it is inside the packet, inside the bundle that you get, there'll be a little piece of paper saying this is the URL you go to for Angie's pictures. So that's why it says that... Oh, image link there. That's the 11 o'clock show, not for this show, like I just said. So 1995, that's the cotton poplin. And this one here... I lost you then, Hannah, so I don't know what you said. And this one here is the cotton twill. The cotton twill. £21.95. Again, 6 sheets there. Right, what I need to say to you, before I go over to see Ange, now I've got your attention, we've got this competition where you can win a sewing machine. I know. Look at this, right? You can win an Elna 240 EX sewing machine. All you have to do is text the word sew to 66777. The word sew to 66777. Text costs no more than your standard net rate. You have to be over 18. Terms and conditions apply. See the website. Now, on the website, on the front page, right at the bottom of the page saying terms and conditions, and you can only enter once. You can only enter the competition once. OK. Pauline, my love, only got... Hello. Pauline... Just asked to see. I can't do the graphics. I'll do it again in my next hour. But Pauline just wants to see the blue ditzy with the plain blue fabric. There you go. Slightly out of focus there. But oh, no, there you go. Well done, Michael. They're the two colours together. She just asked, just as we went for a break, to have a look at those two colours together. Right, I'll put those away. So, Ange, how are you? I haven't seen you for ages.
I know. I'm so looking forward to seeing you today and being back. Yeah,
right.
A few weeks off.
I mean, how are you feeling? Because you said you've not been too good.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got the cold?
Horrible cold. Then it leads you into a false sense of security that it's gone, and then it comes back, slap me around the face yesterday. So I'm
when you get old like me, you get a flu jab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mind you, when I had my last flu jab, I went completely crazy. What's the matter, Hannah? Right, now, which one did you use on this cushion? Which of these?
This is the poplin.
Poplin?
Yeah.
Right.
So I made the cotton poplin. What I wanted to do with this hour is we haven't really addressed using, like you say, threads for patchwork and quilting.
Yes.
So I wanted to use the finest cotton that we have. So I've used the poplin. But as I was making it, because this could be made, obviously, into a bigger quilt, it's just a quilting, you know, a way of using it for a cushion. You could actually use the twill would be nice in a cushion as well.
No,
exactly. So that's why we've got both, because it would be... You wouldn't have to necessarily quilt it with the twill.
No, of course.
Because it's a heavier fabric.
OK, so the poplin is the one that's in the big graphic now, 1995 for 6 A4 sheets. And the twill, which is this one... We'll show you a close-up of the fabric when we get over to the other side, because we're going to do a demonstration over the other side. That's £21.95 for the twill. Right, OK. So where do we start? Tell me what, for those people who haven't seen it before, what exactly is threads? OK,
so threads is, you've most likely seen printable, inkjet printable fabric before, but this is kind of a new generation.
Right.
So it's much softer. You don't actually feel that there's a residue on the fabric. Also, the quality is very, very high, and there's very little work, well, no work that you have to do to actually set it colour fast.
Right.
A lot of other ones you have to iron it to set it or do things, you know, in a certain process. So as soon as this comes out of the printer and it's dry, 5 to 10 minutes, it's colour fast. and the quality is superb.
Yes.
It's called Threads because it's actually a special manufacturing company that specialise in coatings. Really high-end coatings, and so it's a coating that's been sort of put over the cotton or silk or whatever,
yes.
but then it's seeped into the threads of the fabric. So it's not like there's
it's not sitting on the top.
It's not sitting on the top.
No.
There's no surface to it. So it's absolutely, you know, it is just like a manufactured printed fabric. So I really enjoyed this project.
I'm not surprised. It's just gorgeous.
Where this came from is I saw an idea in a book months ago, actually.
Oh, yeah, I've got the book. I've got the book. I'll show you in a minute.
So I saw an idea in a book using stripy fabric for this log cabin design, and I absolutely adored it. And I kept saying to the team here, got any stripy fabric in? Got any and we didn't have any stripy fabric at the time, apart from the K facet, which was a whole bundle.
Yeah, of course.
So I thought, well, if I can't get stripy fabric, I'm going to create my own. So that's where the idea came from. So I'll show you the design in the book later, but it uses, I wanted to choose patterns that have got a horizontal, you know, a stripe in them.
So all the patterns you've used are from photographs you've got in your own...
Yeah, I've just...
Because you go everywhere and take pictures of rusty gates and things like that, don't you?
Well, as we all do now with our phones, especially, this doesn't have to be high-end photography.
OK.
All of these I've just snapped on my phone as I've been walking down the canal or all around on holiday.
So obviously there's a leaf here and things like that. The
Palm
things from
trees,
nature, aren't there?
yeah.
Should we go over and print one up, and then we can just
Absolutely.
show how easy it is? Because obviously you say it's going to take 5 to 10 minutes
to dry.
for it to dry and to fix and everything. So,
OK.
Oh no, you'll need to be on that side.
On that side.
Yeah.
So make sure the computer's not gone to sleep.
No.
So just excuse me while we set this up.
Yeah.
What you need to do, obviously, is to look at your printer. Which way the paper feeds through.
Right.
I know this one, I've got this is the fabric side pointing out.
Yeah.
But obviously you'll...
Oh, yes, I do that when I do headed letters. And you type a letter, you go through to print it, and it's on the wrong side.
Upside down.
So I just put a little cross on a piece of paper and then put it through and see...
Yeah, so people will know that, I'm assuming, which way. This is the poplin. So you can see it's attached to a paper backing.
Yes.
What you want to do when you get it out of the packet is just make sure there's no fine bits of thread or anything on the top, because if that's going to interfere with the print. So just give it a blow off or just a wipe.
We also say, don't we, take one sheet out at a time. Don't open the whole packet and put it to one side. Only take one sheet out at a time.
The curling can come from the humidity in the air, so keep them sealed as long as you can. You can always give it a curl back the other way. And then it's really important to use the right settings on your machine.
OK.
The printer doesn't know what you're putting through. It just, you know, so it's laying down the same amount of ink. But for the best results, you need to choose a high-quality setting.
Is that a setting on your...
whatever software you're using, and also matte.
That's really important, isn't it?
Not to use just normal paper or gloss like you would for photos. So I'm just going to go into my properties here.
Yeah, because when you print up a photo... You automatically
choose the
use the gloss, don't you?
Gloss.
And you're thinking, because I'm printing a photograph up, you automatically think you want to do... But you put it on matte, so that's really important that it's on matte.
So we've chosen a matte setting and high quality, obviously, to get the best out of the best that we want. And let me just have a look at what page... It doesn't really matter what page we're going to print, does it?
We can't see... At home, we can't see what you're choosing.
Let's just... I'll just choose page 3 of this
Which is
design,
on the cushion. It's like a bamboo leaf, is it?
Yeah, it's like a palm tree.
Palm tree,
yeah. So I think we're all set to go, and I'm just going to press...
Yeah, come on.
Print.
Sorry. No, I breathed then. That wasn't a question.
Sorry, I thought you were going to ask a question.
No.
So it'll just take a while now.
Oh, so here we go.
So it's off already.
Right, so it's a normal printer.
Yeah.
It doesn't know what's going through the machine. You set it to matte and you set it to fit the page or whatever you want to.
You can do borderless or for this particular project I chose borderless because I wanted to get as many strips out of the fabric as possible.
Of course.
for the 11 o'clock hour, I was actually seaming the pieces, so I didn't bother printing borderless because I knew that was going to be...
So make sure you watch till 11 o'clock. Now, a question that people are going to ask is about the ink that you use.
Yeah.
Oh, no, first of all, it has to be an inkjet, doesn't it? Can't be a laser.
Inkjet or... Yes. The coating actually is... It's been designed to bind with anything that's water-based.
Oh, OK.
So you can actually paint on it with water-based paints or any kind of water-based pigment it will take.
Right.
And be colour fast. If there's any solvent in there at all, then it won't bind. So laser printers, for instance, are solvent based, and also brand manufacturers' ink cartridges will all be water based.
Right.
If you use a non-branded cartridge, it may have some solvent in it.
Hannah had this issue, I think, didn't you, Hannah, when you did yours? What she does is she has one of those where she sends her cartridges back and has them refilled, which is fantastic if you're doing your letters and your paper and things like that. But she did the same thing on this. And you're saying because those ones normally have solvent in them, they're not water. They could have solvent in them.
Yeah.
And Hannah's had solvent in it, must have had solvent in it because she did have an issue with it, especially when she did the silk, she did the silk one. Yeah. So please, what we're saying is, please, I don't want to say don't be a skinflint because those skinflint ones are quite good for your printing and everything like that.
My printer at home, it's a high street cartridge place that I use.
Yes.
And it actually prints really, really good quality actually on, you know, like you say. But if you need it to be washable.
Yes.
And laundered. That's the difference. If the project needs to be washed,
that's what happened. Hannah washed hers, and the colour came out.
It may not have bound.
So you want it no solvent. You want it water-based ink, and usually the brand named ones are.
Definitely.
So just check. Check. That's one thing.
But if you're making something with for a quilt, for instance, do a test piece. And wash it.
Which is what we're going to do in a minute, isn't it?
And see if the inks stay colour fast, which they should. Obviously, if you want to try it with different inks, do a test.
Oh, yes, well, that's it.
Yeah.
If you've got what you've got in your machine, test it, and then you're going to see if you wash it through.
Before you've made a project.
Yes, before you make a project. But you don't need... So this isn't like we have colouring ink crayons on fabric, and you have to iron the back.
That's it. A lot of previous printable fabrics, you have to set in some way.
Hannah's answering for you upstairs. No, John, there's no heat seal.
No heat seal. Sometimes you have to wash them in cold, wash them in hot, wash them in cold. Again, none of that. It's just done
straight away. So has anything coming out yet of this machine?
Sometimes you have to do... Well, I can't see, but I'm just checking that I can feel the paper, because sometimes it's curling in the front of there. But, yeah, it feels like it's coming through. It's just because it's high quality, obviously.
Oh, is it coming? They can see it coming. But obviously, it's printing a whole A4 piece of fabric, isn't it? So it's going to take as long as it would do to take a photograph or anything like that. So it's not going to be like a letter where it just skims out the bottom.
No. And what we'll do is we'll set a twill one, if you like, printing just now. While they're setting, then we can talk, go and start the project.
Definitely. We've got a couple of projects before we go anywhere of people who've made things from the threads.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, look, is that Shelley in Lincolnshire? Oh, look.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's a gorgeous mix of... is that applique?
It looks like it, doesn't it? There's Jack Russell's at the top and then Ben, did you say, on the bottom?
Oh, yes, on the other cushion. I didn't see that.
Oh, they're beautiful. Thank you, Shelley. I've got one other quickly before we go on. Oh, this is Carol's.
People like putting their pets
on. Eddie, is that Eddie and Eddie on threads? Oh. OK, so let's have a look what we're doing here.
Is it coming out?
Oh, I can see it. It's doing what you said. It's just curling up a little bit inside.
It's just coming.
So we're going to print this out.
Yeah.
Then we're going to leave it for 5 minutes to set.
Yeah.
And then, so
we can go. Yeah, let's carry on.
Come on, let's go.
Coming out. We'll check that it's coming. We'll leave that.
We'll leave Jay in charge if that's over there. Oh.
So, if we've got the book, actually, do you have
yes, we've got the book here. The book's here.
So, this was my inspiration for the project.
Right.
As you can see, I love the play on... It's a log cabin block, patchwork block. I don't know if you can see that with the light shining on the page. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
A log cabin design. But I just love the way the stripy fabric interacted. It sends your eyes a bit strange, and it's quite contemporary. So that's where my inspiration came from. and I decided to create my own fabrics.
We sell this book, The Fat Quarter, Small Fabrics, more than 50 big ideas there. £17.95. So you have, all you use is that was used for your inspiration to then create your own cushion.
It's actually a little, I think the one in there is a little bit bigger than this one, but this is quite big, 18 inches anyway.
Yes, exactly. So, what I love is a lot of people who do quilting or make cushions, things like that, say to me, is they've got a huge stash of fabric and then they want one pink or they want one stripe they just can't get. So if you found on a website, like, you know, kind of turn different colours, and you found the perfect... Well, like when you go to buy your paint...
Your shirt. We could photograph your shirt.
So if I ripped this shirt, we could print some of this in cotton, exactly the same, match it up and put a patch on.
Yeah, put a pocket on it, as Jenny Taylor would say.
So what have you got? What have you got?
So what I've got here is actually all the 4 fabrics that I chose to make this cushion.
OK, so what are they?
So we've got some palm trees here.
These are on the poplin, aren't they?
Yes. And these are still on the paper.
OK.
So I've pre-printed these so that we can start making.
Right.
So that's the one that we're printing, which is curling slightly at
You
the
keep
front,
talking about what you've got there, and I'll go and uncurl it.
So that's the palm trees for the green stripe. This was a little section of an old boat I found on a beach.
Right.
So with all the paint and things peeling off. This is just bark of a tree.
Oh, wow.
So...
is it silver birch?
It was in Greece, I think,
okay,
so I don't... Some Greek tree.
Oh, Greek tree, the Greek tree, of course.
Very interesting bark.
Yeah.
And a load of ropes.
Oh!
Yeah, so a pile of ropes from around a harbour somewhere, and I've just doubled it up. It's just 2 pictures.
You've doubled both of them to create the A4 thing.
To create. Because what I was doing is looking at the proportion. If you look at it in a strip, you want to sort of think about the proportion of the stripes, so that's what I've done. So
you're getting 6 sheets in a packet, aren't you? You've just used the 4 of them here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then the centre...
Oh, there's another one.
The centre, which I'd printed a lot of these little squares, so I've got those already. So this was just a bit of a door, probably, with a bit of paint or something on it. So I've just used a little section of those. But just to show you how easy these are when they have come out of the printer.
Right.
And they've dried.
Right.
So now we just peel the back off.
Now, is it easy to get the back... OK.
What you have to watch is just, obviously, you don't want... because it's fur, it's not sticky, but it's fur.
I've remembered something you taught me last time.
OK.
Hand here.
Yeah.
Pull like that.
That's right. So, because you don't want to be stretching the fibres, but you can sometimes get a little bit sticking on the edge, so you'd get a fray, and you just, you obviously keep an eye on that. But yes, you obviously don't want...
Did it much quicker than I did. I was doing all gingerly.
You don't want to distort the fabric in any way. But are you OK? The table
no, the desk's on the move, I'm afraid.
Makes you feel drunk, that, actually. So you can see how easily these come off.
And now, this is cotton poplin.
You can see that how fine it is.
Yes, look how fine it is. You can see the drape of it. So, because you sometimes get those T-shirts from in the past, don't you, with a print on it, and the bit where the print on is solid, isn't it? And then the rest of the T-shirt is a normal kind of fine fabric and everything. So it's lovely and kind of... still soft. It's still got its soft... the ink hasn't kind of
it's because
made it stiffer.
It's not sitting on the top, like you say. It has penetrated into the actual threads of the fabric. So it's as simple as that. I mean, they're just lovely to use and really high quality. And so if you can peel one, if you like. Would you like to peel one?
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
And then we can get going with these.
I'll have to put my glasses on. Oh, now...
I bought my glasses, actually, and I forgot to bring them on set, so I hope I don't need them.
Oh, you don't need them. You borrow mine. Apparently, Hayley's looked at mine the other day and she went, how on earth do you see through these? Right, now, if you're rubbish like me, is there a little technique to get...
Just bend a corner back and you'll be away.
Oh, I'm rubbish at things like that. Oh, no, there it is.
You got it.
It's because you're used to doing it. You can start without me if you like.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to be using a 6-inch finished block.
Oh, yes, the log cabin.
For the log cabin. So it will use... the strips are finished well, no, the strips need to be cut at 1 1/4 minimum.
Yeah.
So I chose, out of the width of the A4 sheet, actually, you can cut it 1 3/8 because it gives you a little bit of wiggle
I am
room.
listening, I'm just concentrating. There we go. I'm cack-handed, remember, and I've managed to do it there, so you're fine.
You see, it's firm, but it's quite firm, but there's no residue left. Can you see you've just got that, what I spoke about?
Oh,
you
yes.
Can
you see that, yeah?
So then if you just push that along as you go, then because you don't want to try and carry it any further.
No, of course not, no.
There you go, then it's coming off. Perfect.
Now, is it like a plaster? Is it better to go quick, or is... There you go. Right, now, there's no stickiness or anything like that, because that's been glued to that must, or fixed to that paper.
Yeah.
You'd think there'd be a glue residue, but there's nothing there.
No, nothing there. It's really, really
right, okay.
lovely.
So that can go there, that can go there.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
So I'm going to cut my strips now.
Right.
Let's cut some blue ones.
So you just use this as like a normal fabric now, then?
Then it's just like a normal fabric.
Well, it is a normal fabric.
Yeah, it is a normal fabric from now on. You've done the technical bit, if you like, which isn't very technical. So I'm just going to cut some strips 1 3/8.
Right.
You can cut to 1 1/4, but then you're not giving yourself any room for when you're piecing. So I found, well, I'm going to have a little bit of waste at the end anyway, so I may as well cut it to 1 3/8 to give me a little bit more room on there. So
what was it we were going to ask the office about earlier? Remember I said we'll ask the office about that. What was it? Can you remember? Because I said one of the juniors has just come in. I can get him to ask.
What was that for? About this?
I'll send a message. I'll send a message. I said... Oh, yeah, oh, he's gone now. It doesn't matter now.
We'll just cut a couple of those.
OK.
OK, so the project actually starts with a 2-inch square.
Right.
In the centre.
So now you don't need to stabilise. Did you... No?
Nope, no stabilising. I'm going to cut just a couple of strips of the other colours because we'll need all 4, won't we?
So you're cutting all the strips the same size?
Yes. So I'm just cutting them into strips. I got to play with another gadget, actually, with this project because I'd never used the Creative Grids log cabin trim tool.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So, yeah, I hadn't played with it before. I'm sure lots of guests have. I'm sure you probably know it better than I do.
No.
Seeing it on these shows.
Did you know I did a kaleidoscope log cabin? Oh, you know, because I gave you my shirts, didn't I?
Did.
My kaleidoscope log cabin. So you're just cutting all your strips of your fabric to start with?
I would cut them all, but to save time, I'm just, I would cut
You'd cut enough for the whole... Because we're only just making one block, aren't we? Yeah.
And what I found with this project, just to give people an idea, the log cabin does use quite a bit of fabric because you've got a lot of seaming that you're losing. So I found I used about 1 sheet of fabric per block.
Right.
Overall, so I used about 9...
So you need two packets of threads.
To make a project that big.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So.
Hannah's got a question. Oh, so have you got a twill?
Yes, we're going to print a twill.
Oh, we're going to do that afterwards. Hannah wants to see the difference between the twill and the poplin printed, but we haven't got a twill printed yet, have we?
What's printing now, actually? Something else is printing. Are the boys playing with something?
I don't know what Jay's doing at the moment. I'll tell you in a minute.
So we've got some of our, all of our strips cut now. I'd got some green ones cut before.
Right.
OK, so I'll just move that ruler out of the way. Yes, so then I'd managed to play with the Creative Grids.
Now, I don't think I've seen one this big before. I've only seen a little one, so this is...
I think there was an 8-inch before.
Yes, what's this one,
this one makes 6 and 12.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I have seen this one before. I have seen this one before.
And it does log cabin, courthouse steps and half log cabin.
Oh, yes.
On there. So
all these Creative Grid... I'll just tip it up because you get that there. These Creative Grid rulers, they do come on them with... everything, the different styles that they make. This one is a trim tool. This isn't the straightforward ruler. This is a trim tool. But, again, it comes with the details and all how to use it and what it can make and everything like that.
Yeah.
All comes with the ruler. Rachel, the ruler, at Creative Grid's done a fantastic job. Anything you need, she sort of invented one for, hasn't she?
Yeah. So I was interested to use this to see what it's like as well. And nice that it's got 2 sizes, 6 and 12-inch. So we start with a 2-inch centre piece.
Is that 2 inches cut?
Yes.
Or 2 inches
cut.
Right.
Yeah, so you start with a 2-inch square in the centre, and then you're going to add your first strip to the top. So we need something around the same, well, roughly around the same width as the square that we're starting with. And the beauty of the trim tool is you don't need to cut all these accurately, just one edge.
Yeah.
If you've got a load of scraps, you could leave this edge wibbly-wobbly out of your
whatever
scraps,
size,
whatever
yes, exactly,
size, and
exactly.
as long as you've got one
because that's what the joy of this tool, isn't
the
it?
trim tool is going to help us with that. So we can roughly gauge how big we need, and just pop a bit off.
Right.
And I'm going to join that to the top of
I haven't seen you sew for so long. It's weird seeing you do, because you do your westerlies, don't you? You did your last time I saw you was when we did we did the westerly rulers, didn't we?
Okay, yeah.
And then before that, I don't know when it was.
I was in Bank Holiday. I'm trying to remember what that show was.
I wasn't in Bank Holiday, was I? I haven't seen you for ages.
Just before the Bank Holiday, I think I was in, like, the Friday.
Last time I saw you is...
I know, they've been keeping us apart.
Your boat, your tugboat, whatever it is, had just been used on for the beginning of a famous TV show about antiques,
It is, yes. We're just waiting to find out when that's going to be.
Oh, it's not gone out yet?
No.
I won't say anything then. Oh, but when it is, let us know and I'll tell everyone to watch it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Right.
So, we can finger press.
Yeah. I'll get the iron out for when we get to the bigger ones.
Yes, what I'll do is I'll finger press around each round, and then we can give it a press once we get a little bit further.
Okay.
Okay, so my design, I chose the green and blue top and bottom.
Yeah.
And the neutrals side to side.
Right.
So now we'll put one of the neutrals on this next side. You sort of go round clockwise.
Okay.
Okay. So then I'm going to position my next fabric. It's roughly got to be about that long.
Yeah.
You could also obviously measure that with a ruler so that you know.
But because you've got this tool, you don't need to so much, do you?
No, it's just... And I could leave it longer, but then you're just going to... And you're just basically... You're using your centre square to line it up with.
Yeah, because your centre square is the perfect one,
is the perfect line. So, again, 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
I've actually put my... because I can, on this machine, a lovely straight stitch plate I've got on today.
Say this again.
I've put the straight stitch plate because I can on the machine today.
Oh, yes.
So I put it down on my tools list and Jay said to me, what's the straight stitch plate? So he's learnt something this morning. And something else he says for me to change. More work.
More work.
So I'm just pressing that. There we go. And then we've got the blue going next, opposite the green.
Because you're keeping neutrals to that side of your log cabin and the green to this side.
The green and the blue, top and bottom, yeah.
So you've not gone for your 1/4 inch foot or anything then? You've just...
I've got the normal foot on with this machine. I like to have it on 1/4 inch setting, so it moves the needle across.
So you move the needle rather than have the 1/4 inch foot.
1/4 inch foot with this machine has a guide on the side, and I personally don't like to stitch with a guide.
You don't like to be told what to do.
It's particularly there's no pinning in this, but if you've got pins, the guide gets to the pins before the needle, and I don't like that.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I hadn't even thought about that.
So it pushes on the pins, which is not what you want, really. You don't want that. Do I still have a little pot under there?
Yeah, there's the bin under there.
Okay, so I'm just, as I would with the iron, sort of pressing it flat with my fingers and then just creasing it. But you can see it's a nice weight of cotton.
Yeah, oh no, it is a lovely weight of cotton. And it's good quality cotton as well. It's not like, oh, we're putting this on thread, so we can use it. It's a good quality, both the cotton poplin and the twill are good quality.
Quite a tight weave count.
Yeah.
So you want a nice sharp needle in your machine. And again, I'm lining it up with the red centre on there and just stitching 1/4 inch.
You sounded a bit confused then.
Did I?
You went, do this 1/4 inch.
Got too used to sewing on my own.
What, chattering away to yourself?
4 weeks.
So have you had a holiday?
No.
Oh, because you're constantly working.
I know. I did have a friend come visit for 5 days, so I did have... because my husband, shockingly, left me and went off to the south of France teaching painting.
Yeah, he's not left you forever.
No. He just left me for a week and went off to Provence for a week.
Oh, that's all right for some, isn't it?
I know. So I thought I'd be invited, but I wasn't.
Oh, no.
I know. So my best bud came down from Scotland.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, to keep me company.
Oh, no, but you go to Scotland quite a bit, don't you? Because didn't you take your mum... You took somebody to Scotland,
Yes, we went
you?
to Edinburgh in the spring, yeah.
Oh, look at me. It's not that I'm following you on Instagram or anything.
Just a couple of days. Yeah, so we're round.
Right.
Actually, we've done our first round, and this is now we're going to use the trim tool.
OK, right, now, before we go any further,
Okay.
we've got an issue with our microphone, so we might go silent for a while. So just have a look at the cushion, because we need to just have something to do with our microphones. OK, is that better? Sorry about that. We just had a few technical issues there with our microphones. Right, now, that's printed.
Okay.
Are we just leaving that, then, for 5 minutes to...
Yeah, once it's... how long's it been out?
Oh, no. It's been while you've made that, however long it's taken. It's been out the machine. I just wonder when we need to go back to do a washing. But when it's been... Come on, then. Yeah, watch the iron, because the other day...
I know that's on, yes.
Yeah. Right, you go in first.
OK.
So this came...
So
now, this is printed...
So you can see it was like the one I had
Yes.
pre-printed. You can see it's printed. When you
is this on poplin? Or, sorry,
that's
keep
poplin,
interrupting.
yes.
This is on poplin,
Yeah. If you can see, I've printed... When you print borderless, sometimes you might get a little of the black ink showing at the corner there. You might just get that sometimes when you print borderless.
Oh, right,
that's
OK.
normal.
Yes.
Obviously, when you don't print right to the edge, then that's... but that's, you know, even if that was going to be in your seam anyway,
Yes, exactly.
so that's fine. As before, we can just peel away.
Yeah, peel it off, because it wasn't just...
You gave me that job, didn't you?
Well, only because I was so rubbish of it. Oh,
you don't want to put it in the water with the paper on.
No. This is we're just now going to... We've got a little bucket of water here.
There we go.
Oh.
Did you want to do
No,
that?
no, you're fine.
No, look. Well, I've got wet hands.
There's a towel here, a lovely monogram towel you can use here.
I know.
You've made the right old mess.
I have.
Right, so you've just dropped that straight into...
Straight in there. Obviously, when you do launder them, it gives you full instructions in the packet.
Right.
You'd want to wash it on cold up to 30 degrees.
Right.
And on a gentle...
You can put it in the washing machine then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because if you're doing lots...
Do you want to put that...
So now, did you wash any
monogram.
of yours before you made the cushion? You don't really need to, do you? But if you... Now, say you made that cushion, right, and it's on your best sofa, and Hannah came round, drank... Oh, no, Little Paul's more likely to do it. Little Paul came round, spilt his red wine on your cushion, which he does a lot.
Him first.
Apart from his throttling, and you think, oh, I need to get that in the washing machine. Could you take that pillowcase, the actual cushion out and just throw it into the washing machine?
Yes.
Well, is there any shrinkage on this?
Well, that's if you were mixing it with other fabrics, just like you would if you were dressmaking.
Yeah.
If it was something you were going to wear or something, you might want to pre-wash.
Yes.
But if it's just... I mean, I never pre-wash. Treat it as you would normal for quilting fabrics.
Exactly. And I quite like when you wash something that's been... It just gives that little tightening up, doesn't it?
Some people like that little
OK, so I'll put it on there.
Yeah. You can see there's nothing in the water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no colour in the water.
Nothing. Oh, you're very close to
We're having a right old day today, aren't we? Right, OK, so I'm just towel dry. Oh, I see. Roll it up, see if any colour comes off on my lovely monogram towel. Is that what you're saying? Right, OK.
Well, I did have a white towel.
Yes.
But it's been stolen.
Right, you have that back. Look at the towel. It's got no colour on it.
Yeah.
Well, that monogram at the bottom is when I did the embroidery machine.
And you can see the sharpness of the print
Yeah.
is... it retains all that. But so, yes, it depends on the project. If you want to pre-wash, then you can.
Yes.
But you don't have to.
OK.
So do you want,
Perfect.
Should we do you want to see a twill?
Yes,
Shall I
oh yes,
set
let's set a twill on it, Scott. Right, now, so you'll know the difference between a poplin twill. The poplin is the very, very lightweight cotton. The twill has just got that little kind of, almost like a grain in it, like a mini grow grain, hasn't it? Like... I'm trying to think of a piece of clothing, though. Like a jacket, kind of a... Not a denim jacket, but, you know, a denim S-type jacket. That's a twill. It's just that slightly... you can still quilt with twill, can't you? But you'd have to use all twills or all poplins.
It's not a heavy twill, actually.
No, it's not heavy. It's not heavy at all.
It's not,
we'll show you.
It does have that denim grain in it, almost, but it's not heavy.
Now, which picture are you going to put through?
You can choose.
Oh, hang on. What's the matter? OK, we're going to print later.
OK.
We're going to print later. Yeah. So leave that one for now.
That's fine. You want me to carry on with the project?
Yeah. We will print. I promise we'll print later. I promise we'll print later.
Okay, so we'll go back to the lovely trim tool. So we've got our first round in there.
Right.
And then on here...
This is where the joy of this ruler comes in, isn't it?
Put some white behind so that you can see the markings maybe a little bit better. Is that
I've got to... Oh, yes, use the white, Is
that okay? So on the back of there, you can see this is the 6-inch area.
So that's your finished... That would be your... Well, it's got the 1/4-inch seam allowance around it, hasn't it? So that's your finished size.
But there are several squares for you to use along the way as the project grows.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to choose... I think it's... this square that we'll put over the top.
It usually says on it, I haven't got my glasses on. Do you want me to wear my glasses?
Well, you can kind of... You put it over the top of the centre square.
There it is, yeah.
You can see, if I put it over the top of the centre square, we've only got a little bit of trimmage.
Yes.
Obviously, you'd see... So that says the 1.5 finished square because it started off 2 inches.
Yes.
So
or this one here, basically, because you literally just have to... Oh, no, when you're doing this one...
round, yes.
You put the square in the centre there, and then you can see... Yeah. With your 1/4-inch seam allowance around the edge, how big it needs to be trimmed down to.
So, as I say, because I cut these are needed to be cut to 1 1/4. I cut 1 3/8 to give myself some little bit of play.
Yeah.
And then
but as I say, as long as they are that big, they could be 2 inches because you can then trim them down, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you are using some of your scraps or something like that, don't bother cutting them down. No. You can just literally, as long as you've got a straight edge, then you're fine.
So there's less time wasted doing all that on your strips, and then turn it 180 degrees and do the same process. Just pop that over there. There's nice guides as well for you to see that you're keeping
all your seams are in place.
That's right. And with that one there going that way, if I can just come back to the corner, because sometimes you just miss the corner, don't you? OK. So, and then we go with another round. So it's really simple.
Are they all the same size? They're not getting... The strips aren't getting bigger. They're all the same size all the way around. So you could have cut your long strip and then just cut off it as you need it.
And also, yes, you can intersperse threads with normal fabrics.
Yes.
So, of course, you know, I've used 2 9 sheets on this project, but you don't have to have it all threads. You could have some plains.
You could do log cabin, you could do these ones in your prints, and this side you could be in a Spectrum Solid or something, so you can mix and match it.
Mix and match it, so you're not using so much of all... You know, it doesn't have to be so...
Yes, because you say all of your fabrics on this are thread, so you've used 9 sheets for that pillow, that cushion cover.
But if you were doing a quilt, for instance.
Yes, and you didn't want to use hundreds of sheets, you could just have... And also, or you could just have the centre. If you've got a centre one that you just absolutely adore, you could make the centre ones, couldn't you?
Absolutely. It's all about that, what we talked about, really. Like you say, I've met so many people that say, oh, I've got all... in my stash, so much fabric, and when you're working on a project, you just never seem to have exactly what you're looking for. So I'm just looking at the different colours as I'm laying this out, and I'm going round again.
Yes, or it might be that you don't want that bit at the end, so you could just move it along and have a different section there.
Absolutely.
But what you've done is, I think, is not brave. That's the wrong word. But a lot of people would be frightened to do what you've done, because if you looked at those 4 prints that you had, you'd think, oh, they're not going to go together. But actually. I mean, you arrived going, oh, I really want to keep this cushion.
I want to take it back.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? But just by using 4 of your favourite photographs, sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's the same principles as with quilting, that you're looking for some contrast in the colours.
Mandy says, I love this product. I made my new sister-in-law a lovely bag with the wedding invitation printed on it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we got a picture of it. Oh, look. She made the bride a clutch bag.
It's really lovely for bridal items, isn't it? Because it's the personalisation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the little bags were for the rose petal throwers. You know, what do they call those? Little rose girls or something. Did you use the silk or the cotton, Mandy? Let me know which you used, whether it was the silk or one of the cottons.
Yeah.
Got the silk coming up at 11, remember?
Got a little bit of my...
Oh, that's the one I did.
Just trim. Trapped in my seam.
The other thing, when you think about it, like, you could, like, if you had, I don't know, at your wedding, and you had a picture of somebody in their wedding dress, a picture of the bouquet, a picture of the day, and you could just use all of that to create a kind of... It's not a collage exactly, is it? But it's a kind of... You could use all the colours and the kind of petals and the flowers and everything could all be part of these prints, couldn't they? And it'd make a really lovely
Absolutely.
design.
Like you say, especially... I had my wedding bouquet dried.
Yes.
And I've got it in a picture frame, but I was really disappointed. But they were most unusual. I had air and
well, I was going to say, I don't think you're going to get
that.
married in something traditional, are you, somehow?
And the flowers didn't dry particularly... You know, they were a bit dull and a bit traditional in this frame.
They're just dust gatherers now.
Yeah, so...
So if they were red, are they the trumpety lilies?
Yeah.
In red?
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Red and gold. Like medieval.
What, like...
Big sleeves, big collar.
Will you bring in a picture next time?
Well, you know wedding pictures, they always date, don't they?
Yeah, no.
So we thought...
Well, yours definitely got married in the medieval
completely
times.
out of... Yeah. So Wayne was in a Victorian frock coat.
What? So you had Victorian and medieval?
Yeah.
Nice! I can't wait to see these. But what did the guests have to come in fancy dress as well?
I think my mum was just
shocked,
relieved that we weren't insisting on a Buddhist, you know, reception. So she was quite happy.
Mandy used the poplin. The dolly bag was for her niece getting married in November. Oh, lovely.
Oh, they're gorgeous projects.
We have a lot of viewers in Lincolnshire. I grew up in Louth in Lincolnshire. Back to your wedding.
It was December, so it was winter. It was Christmassy.
Yeah.
Red, gold and green.
Yeah. And how many years ago was it?
20 this year.
No.
I know.
You were a child bride.
97. I wasn't at all. I was late 20s, actually.
Were you quite old then?
I am quite old.
You're doing very well.
Thank you, John. That's a big compliment coming from you.
What's that supposed to mean? Well, I'd normally say you look old and haggard.
Yeah.
I don't. Listen, don't we have people complaining? I don't respect the guests. I love all our... Well, you'll know if I don't like them because I won't speak to them, but I love all our guests.
I am getting on a bit.
Oh, so is there a party coming up soon, then?
Oh, not quite yet.
Well, no, it's 20-year wedding anniversary party first.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was thinking about your...
Before the big number.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get back to
so
log
there
cabin.
We are.
All right, so now we've done another round.
We've gone round with another round. So then we go back to the tool. Yeah, actually, we didn't press in between, have we? We haven't done any pressing.
That's you putting us off with your red wedding dress.
So again, we can line it up on the centre. This time you've got, obviously, another round of lines to keep you in check.
Yeah.
Just have a look at lining them up there or thereabouts.
Yeah. I need to warn you that I'm sorry, I'm saying this a lot just recently. This ruler... The Creative Grids tool, down to single figures already. It's just brilliant, though. It's absolutely brilliant way it works, because you just line up your middle square, which you know is perfectly square already, and then you've got lines to match up all your seams and everything.
And as people will know when they're doing patchwork, you know, you're working with a flexible thing. It's not paper. So one of my lines is going slightly adrift here because we haven't pressed as we've gone, but things shift a bit. But it's keeping it, you know, so that it's not completely out of kilter when you get to the end of your project.
No, that's Joy, makes me separate from the table.
You've been so indoctrinated.
It's Joy. She shouts at me if I go anywhere near the table.
So, yes, each round it's quite nice to give it a press before you do your trim.
Yeah.
But
are you saying that you need to press it?
Well, I should have pressed it before I trimmed.
Go on and carry on.
So we'll just
also, this hour's flying by, isn't it?
How are we doing? And then we're going to put our last round on.
Right. Go over the last round already. Oh, yeah, because it's the 6-inch. Yeah. Now, if you're doing a 12-inch, then, it tells you what your strips would be wider, and you do exactly the same, but using the 12-inch squares on this side of the ruler.
And the instructions are great. They tell you what you should be cutting your strips to and everything like that. So, almost round. And obviously, this is a little bit quicker when because I'd never used the tool myself before.
Yes.
So I did one, and pressing actually every piece, you know, because... as you go. So, you know, log cabin is quite time-consuming. It's actually better if you can do, chain piece as you go.
Oh, OK.
So once you've done one and tested the process and, you know, that you're used to it, what I'd suggest then is actually chain piecing.
So you'd be on the same
So I'd put the same green on now. I'd put the same green on.
Oh, OK. So
maybe do 3 or however many you want to do, 6 or whatever. Yeah, so it makes it much quicker.
Yeah. What Hannah's saying is she loves the fact that we're just using it like normal fabric. We've forgotten that we're using threads. You know what I mean? It's a really, really important part of the demonstration because we created and made our own fabric to then do what we do every day and do our quilting and everything like that.
Because I found a fabulous pattern in a book that I loved, but I couldn't find the right
fabric for it. No, exactly.
So, yeah, that's the beauty of it, that you can create your own. So now, I thought I'd needed to cut another strip.
Yeah.
The strips, obviously, on the last round get bigger. So I'll leave that on.
Yeah,
you know,
you might as well, mightn't you?
Just leave it on.
And also, what's fantastic about this is, like we've said, in the past, we've all printed up pictures onto fabric and everything, and it has... not a residue it leaves, it's just a kind of like... It changes the quality, the dynamics of the fabric, doesn't it? It turns from a lovely cotton lawn into something a bit clunky, whereas this, as we've just shown you, as soon as you printed it and taken the paper off, the lawn is exactly like a top quality lawn.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, 5 minutes and you're ready to go. No fixing, no ironing. That's what I'm shocked about. It's the fact there's no faff to it, is there?
No.
Or sometimes you have to print a fabric, and like you say, you have to wash it, iron it, turn it inside out, wash it, iron it, do all that.
So you can't, process.
And you can't start your project until the next day or the day after. Whereas this one, you could have the idea in the morning and go, oh, autumn leaves, I want to make this out of my autumn leaves. You've got the pictures, or you could go into your garden, take the pictures, come in, make the fabric immediately, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. We like that. Oh, go to the scissors now.
Well, I just had them in my hands, actually, and that was a bit strange, wasn't it? That's OK. Do this last one. I think I might have...
You might have what?
A bit of twill there, actually.
Oh, have you?
I printed this on there. This is to show you, actually, if you don't print borderless.
Right.
So you've got a white edge, and sometimes with your project that doesn't matter because you're going to put it in the seam. If you want to peel that off, you can show the way to...
Now, would you ever score... If you have trouble with the corners like I do, let me put my glasses on. Would you ever score the fabric behind? You know, like some people get a pin and score it.
I've never needed to do that, actually. Then. Like you would with bondweb.
Yeah, like you would with bondweb. I can do it, don't worry.
Yeah, it's coming.
We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. We've obviously just found another of my weaknesses. It's actually... I want to go like that. Oh, yeah, now...
Is it coming?
It will do in a second. I just wanted to peel that off. Now, when Ange was on... I'm going off on a kilter here a little bit. When Ange was on... well, last time we were on together, you said it ages and ages and ages ago, and you said...
The conspiracy.
Oh, what we really need... Oh, look, I can just show you. I've done that.
Got it.
This is the... We'll look at the different... Let me peel it off and we'll look at the fabrics. But... Ange said what you need is like... we were doing a quilt, weren't we? And I was saying, oh, all these pins that you use and all the basting. And you said what you need to get is like a micro-stitch gun thing, right? I went straight to the buying department. Do you remember? I went straight to the buying department and they said, could you get them? Well, they came in ages ago and they said, oh, we've saved it for Ange, right? This is the gun I'm talking about. It's called the micro-stitch. Now, it's got your recommendation, this. But it's a premiere today. I'm going to demonstrate in the next hour, but because Angie's got so much on her plate.
We might just get it. I might just get it on at the end, but yeah.
If she has time, we'll show it in this hour. But if not, I'll show it in the next hour.
It's a really great tool that I used. I do a lot of basting, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Yes.
So when you first start quilting, you might start just hand basting, and it depends on the project.
Yeah.
But then, if time is of the essence. We haven't all got time to hand baste. Then I moved to sprays, and sprays have got their place, you know. But you don't. Again, I'm basting every day, preparing for classes and things for quilting, and so then I had to go with this micro stitch gun, and it's fabulous.
Yep.
Particularly as well for if you do a lot of or on your quilting, if you use pins, you know, the quilting.
Yeah, I was going to get the quilt out very quickly.
They can actually, if you're free machining or straight lining, actually, you're going to come across those, especially if you're free machining. And so...
Do you know what? We've got a couple of minutes. Just get the gun there. We've got the gun. I'm sorry, just going off kilter a little bit here. This is just fantastic, right? Because instead of basting or instead of putting safety pins in like this, you've got this little gun, you know, like Kimball tags in the shops and everything?
Yeah, like the tags that... So you've got your price tags on. Be really careful with the needle.
Yeah.
It's extremely sharp.
But it does come with a cover on when you're not using it.
It does come with a cover on. And you'll see in the top it's got a little hole where you feed, these are the cartridges, if you like, of that feeds in. And you hear it just click into place.
Yeah.
And then you can literally just poke it through, obviously mind your fingers, pull the trigger, and you're left with a very, very fine tack that then, if you're free machining, you know, your machine just goes over the top of it.
No, it's in the middle of a butterfly there.
Oh.
So if you can machine over the top of that.
Yeah.
Because with you've got safety pins, they're either going to catch, you can't stitch over them or anything like that.
They're going to get in the way.
And also with basting, sometimes you do great big stitches, sometimes that gets caught on the foot and you pull that up.
Absolutely.
I will recap it in the next hour.
Yeah,
but
we've got a bit more
we
time
wanted
in the
Ange
next
to
hour.
show it to you because she was the one who asked for it.
I like it, yeah. So
got
a request.
Okay.
So I'll just cut this last round and then we can show the twill. Where's my squares gone? So there we go.
Yeah.
Turn
Sorry,
that
I just went off kilter there.
That's okay. No, all these... often, so many ladies say to me that they pick up a lot of tips from watching the show and ideas. So.
Well, we've only got 2 of the log cabin tools left already. They've flown out in this hour.
So there we go. And we turn it 180 degrees. Pop that over the top. Now, this time, can you see, when you get to the end, I'm on a different square.
Yes.
I've been moving along. And I've trimmed one side, and now we've got that edge on the ruler here. It's showing the 1/4-inch seam.
Right. Oh, yes,
So we've also now got, for the final one, we have this line to line up as well as the centre.
Yes.
To make sure that we're going to have a 6.5-inch square. It's making me laugh. You don't have to step back on my show.
I just do it automatically now. Or she makes me do this.
Yes,
right.
So well trained.
Yes.
There we go. Beautiful. Finished.
Fantastic. And then how many of those did you make in there? There's 9 in there.
Yeah. So I think that's why it's on average 1 A4 sheet per block.
Mind you, yes, but you've got an awful lot left there, haven't you?
Yes, so I think I printed each 4 twice.
Yes.
8 and the centre.
Of course.
And with the one that's the last round, if you like, you use more of because it's bigger.
Yes.
So I needed I needed a half.
Yes.
I think I needed 2.5 sheets of that one.
It's exquisite, isn't it? So then you sewed the 9 together.
Yep. So then you piece them together. Obviously, I've turned them to match the colours.
Oh, yes. Twisted them round,
Twisted them round so that they match to form this beautiful pattern.
Right.
And you can quilt it as little or as much as you like. I've just done very simple.
So you put a layer of wadding behind?
Yes.
And then is there a lining as well in there?
Yeah, I did actually pop that out. It all looks lovely and professionally finished then inside. You can see I just chose just a fine white cotton on the back.
Yeah.
And quilted it with...
Just from your stash?
Yeah.
Now, if you use... by the way, half of the poplin ones have gone. Half the stock of the poplin threads have gone already in this hour. If you use the twill, which is slightly heavier, isn't it?
That's the twill, and that's the poplin.
Right. Now, I don't know if you can see this close to... This has got a slight... I don't want to say grosgrain, because that's not right, is it? But it's got a texture to it, hasn't it, twill?
It has got that... in denim, you have a diagonal line in the grain.
Yeah.
It does have a grain.
You can just see it there. Well, you're saying bag making, but it's not a heavy twill like that. You could so easily quilt with this as you can with this.
Yeah.
I
think for a cushion, actually, I wanted to do it in cotton because I wanted to explain that you can use this in quilting, not cushions specifically. This could have been a mini quilt.
Yes.
But actually, for a cushion, I think this would have been a nicer weight because it...
Yes.
I wouldn't necessarily have had to have quilted it.
No, but also I just think a cushion is going to be thrown around to be sat on and everything like that.
It's got a harder wear factor,
but
hasn't it?
It's harder wearing, but without being...
Yeah, you can see it's not heavy.
You can see, look, it's lovely, a really, really lovely cotton. So this one here is the twill one, which is there, £21.95 for the 6. And then the one that Angie's been using is the lovely cotton poplin one.
Can you see it on the other side, actually, the grain in them? No, you
show up all my scrunchies.
You can't actually see it on the back.
No, because I think on the twill it's on that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's absolutely fantastic. And I think, because I literally, when... we said we're doing threads again. I went, I'll have to take another picture because in the advert there's that picture of you and me going like that. And I said, and it was like, no, she's not doing pictures this time. And I was like, well, what's she going to do then?
No.
I just think...
I think it's very... Well, my husband said it's like a painting.
Yes.
You know,
It is.
It's
What, so you looked at it from France then, did he?
He's back now. He's the one that brought the cold back on the plane, I think.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, you can do it like this to bring back memories from holidays and sunshine, because this is saying sunshine to me, this cushion. But if you if you love sequins and things, you could photograph.
Or knits.
Or knit, or
wool.
I keep calling her Kitty. Tilly Rose Vintage, right? She loves lace, doesn't she?
Yes.
She could print as many, take pictures or photocopy or do whatever she wants to do of lace, and then put that on fabric as well. So it just shows how. But also, like we were saying earlier, a lot of ladies have got all their, like today when I sit here, go, this goes with this and this goes with this, and I said, didn't I? Oh, I could really do with like
certain things,
an ochre-y kind of colour. And if I hadn't got it in my stash, or you couldn't find it when you were looking for it, you could go to one of those colour chart places.
Go for a walk around the shops, around town.
Yeah, exactly. Go to your friend's house, take a picture of their dining room wall. But do you know what I mean? You could then print. So even if you're not doing a gorgeous pattern, if you're just doing block colours, you could put a colour that's perfect.
Yes.
Or if you just painted your lounge pink and you wanted little bits of your cushion...
Like going to get your paint mixed.
Yep.
You can print your exact colour.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant, because then your cushions... Because there's nothing worse, is that I've made that mistake, because I've got blinds in my lounge, and I went with what I thought was the paint colour to the silk shop, because they're silk blinds, right? And then they hang there now, and I sit down every day, I look at them and go, it's the wrong colour. It's just... It's one shade off, but it is one shade off. I'm just going to paint the whole room a different colour now. Right, we've got to go. I'm back in a minute, but you're back in an hour's time.
With another project.
We're using silks, aren't we? The silk threads.
And twill.
And twill. Oh, excuse me. Silk and twill.
Yeah.
But also, to show how to use them in... we've got bins kits, we've got lampshade kits and everything like that.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the lampshade that Ange has made is just... completely gorgeous. All I'm going to say to you is make sure you've got a lot of magenta...
For that design.
For the design that she's done. And they're the photographs that you're going to get the URL for. So if you love the photo... And they're your pictures, aren't they? Angie's pictures. You'll be able to download them yourself to make the things. Anyway, I'll stop wittering. I'll see you in 3 minutes from now. Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. This Monday, Joe Carter will be bringing bags of beautiful gift ideas to the Sewing Quarter studio. The versatile 10-purse clasp collection can be made into any number of gorgeous accessories. Among Joe's creation will be glasses cases, purses, and of course, attractive evening bags too. So if you want to fashion some festive stocking fillers or treat yourself to a new accessory, join Jo as she shares her top tips on how to transform these clasps into stylish creations. So join us on Monday the 2nd of October at 9 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter Freeview Channel 78.
There are many different ways you can buy from us here at the Sewing Quarter. You can order from us by calling our free phone number at 0800 112 4433 and talk to the team at our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, there are other ways you can buy from us. You can go online and shop through our website at www.sewingquarter.com. You can even watch the show there and shop as you go. You can check out as many times as you like throughout the day and only pay a small fee of £2.95 postage and packaging for the whole day. We also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all products excluding custom-cut fabric. Our friendly UK-based team will help guide you through every step.
Join us on Saturday the 30th of September and Sunday the 1st of October as Lucy Brennan returns with a bumper batch of fabulous quilting projects. Over 2 days, she'll show us how to create a range of different quilt blocks. Her creations will include this hourglass design that will make the perfect Christmas gift and the fabulous star-shaped bed runner. Lucy will also introduce the marvellous Mr. block and the new butterfly block, plus plenty of tips, inspiration and gift ideas. So tune in on Saturday the 30th of September at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. and on Sunday the 1st of October at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. for Lucy's quilting specials. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. She's so talented, isn't she, that Angie? Makes me want to spit. She's so talented. Anyway, I know. Anyway, competition. Got a competition. It's so easy to enter. If you want to win an Elna 240 EX sewing machine, all you have to do is this, right? You just text the word sew to 66777. The word sew to 66777. Text costs no more than your standard network rate, over 18 only. And terms and conditions apply. See the website for full details. Now, if you go to the website, it's on the front page, and you go right down to the very bottom where it says terms and conditions. You can read all about that. You can only enter once, though. You can only enter once. And if you do enter twice, 3 times, 4 times, you'll still get charged your standard network rate, but you won't go into the draw. The machine only allows your name in once, just so you know. Started on Monday morning, finishes on Sunday evening, Sunday night, night time, 11:59 on Sunday, and then I presume the winner will be announced next week. Fantastic, isn't it? Right, now, I need to warn you about this, right? I said, as soon as Ange picks this up, people will start ringing in and buying it. And what about... Oh, quarter of the stock have gone already. About a quarter of the stock, and we bought lots of these. We bought lots. We said there weren't enough. We said we needed more, but I'll show you the packet, right? Well, can we show the picture of the packet? Well, it has been seen on TV, on our TV now. No pins, no glue, no large tack. It's the smallest tack and smallest needle available. You can base quilts, you can fix fallen hems, you can frame keepsakes, you can do decorative gifts, you can do all tailor garments, you can tack appliques, you can hem drapes. It's just fantastic. But what we use it for, what we like to use it for, is, right, let's pretend I've made this quilt, right? I think is it a Lucy one, this one? Or was it? No. Was it Jane? Yes, it was. It was Jane, because she said afterwards she wished she'd used the butterflies for this scallop bit in the middle. But you get this far, don't you? You think, right, I've got to back it. I've got to make my quilt sandwich, haven't I? So this is what a lot of people do, isn't it? They get the banana-shaped safety pins or normal-shaped safety pins, and they just cover the whole thing in that, right? But then, if you want to quilt it, every time you come across a safety pin, you've got to stop, take the safety pin out, or that's going to catch on something. If you do big basting stitches, which a lot of, well, which is what I do, if you're then quilting through it, the threads can then get caught, not the threads we've just done the last hour, the sewing thread, can then get caught in your foot because you've got big basting stitches on it. So what you need is one of these. It's just fantastic, right? So now the needle, as Ange said, is really, really, really sharp. So it's got a cover on it. It's got that brilliant rubber cover on it there to keep it nice and safe while you're not using it. And then what you do is you see these little, they're like the little tags, right? And you just literally slide them in there until it clicks. And then all you do is you open this out, and then you go to your quilt and literally... Wait for you. Push it through the fabrics, press the gum, and there it is. It's the tiny, and you can stitch over these, and then obviously afterwards, what you've got to do is go along, go through them, and cut them all out and everything. But look, I don't know if you can. Oh yes, you can see these on the other side there. They're tiny, 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 but they hold everything in place. And imagine how quickly you could put the 2 layers of that together. Now, do you know what? I mean, I shouldn't talk about this, but I just read on the label there, if your hem falls down just before you're about to leave the house and you think, well, I'm not changing, right? You could just staple your hem up, couldn't you? Just temporarily. You don't want to leave it like that forever, but you know what I mean? It's a brilliant, brilliant little gadget, isn't it? It's £22.95. Now, you do get this many black and white... I don't know what they're called. Do they call those tags? Yes, tags. Right, refills there. They do... Well, no, they're not the refills. They're the tags, because you can also buy refills. They're not very glamorous, but you can buy them in the black and you can buy them in the white. I'll just show you them very quickly. Yeah, now, what Angie was saying was sometimes you buy these things, don't you, and then the refills... Really, really expensive. Not here. What you get 1,200 in each packet. These are the white. And look, £4.95. £4.95. Oh, hang on, neutral, they're calling these. Neutral, sorry. Neutral, not white. So that's those. Oh, but if you want them in black, so imagine if you've done a white quilt or a pale quilt, you're thinking, oh, I'll never see the neutral ones again. You could buy the refills in black again, 1,200 of them. It doesn't look very glamorous, does it? But they're perfect. Practical they are. You can keep them in there. That could be your little container because the lid lifts off and snaps back again. These are the black ones, £4.95. I think that's brilliant. I'll show it to you again. I'll show them again later as we go through the show. Oh, how many have gone in baskets? Oh, let's have a look. Let's have another look then quickly. Yeah, they're flying out. They're absolutely flying out. They always are, these, aren't they? When we give you a fantastic premiere like that. Right, so just double-checking for you now. Right, OK. Please be careful. Please be careful. Loads have just gone into baskets. It's not glamorous. It's like when you buy a glue gun, isn't it? You think, oh, but you use it all the time, don't you? This is going to be the same, really. Not even just for quilts, but so many other things. Do you know what we could have done with this in our village hall? Because I did new curtains for the windows and for the door. Now, I just presumed, this is me, right? Because I bought new curtain rails as well. The measurement, they're already pre-made curtains. I just thought, oh, they'll just lift on the door. They'll just lift the, what's that thing called? You put curtain rail up by 3 inches, right? They put the curtain rail exactly where the other one was, even though I'd said the curtains were. So Diana is now to take these huge curtains and she's had to turn them up by 3 inches, right? Diana, if we'd had this, you wouldn't have even need to stitch them. We could just turn them up and stapled along and they'd have been... And she's not happy because they're big. I chose big, heavy, tweedy kind of... what's they called? Not tartan, plaid. But the only thing I did, I'll just explain just very quickly. I chose to have 2 curtains on each window, so it looked really plush and lush. They only bought 1 for each window, because one will fit. If you stretch it across, 1 will fit. And I was a bit miffed about that, because I wanted 2 at each window. All the research and everything. Right, you're going absolutely crazy for this. Please... Right, please be careful, because almost half of them have gone in baskets. Almost half of them have gone in baskets. If you want it, please check out. Oh, now the neutral refills are the most popular of the 2. So the gun is £22 and... It's called a gun, stitch tool, sorry. Stitch tool at £22.95. These are the neutral fasteners down here. How many of those gone? Quarter of the stock of those gone already. I know, and showed it 2 minutes ago, if that. And we did buy lots, but they're very, very popular. Right, the stitch tool. Oh, no! Right, there are so many of these in baskets. If you all checked out right now, I'd be down to 9. I'd be down to 9, wouldn't I? If you all check out now... So at the moment, if you all check out, you'll all get one. You'll all get one, right, if you check out now. But there's people ringing and people putting in their baskets now. So in a minute, I'm going to have to say to you, there's too many, and people are going to miss out. You see, I say things like this, we should get... No, nobody likes basting, really, do they? And it saves time. Imagine how... And also, Andrew's saying... I don't know if I should say this, really, but she's got... In one of her rooms, she likes to put the bottom layer... she likes to tape it to the floor, to the carpet, right? And then she places... Which Jo does as well, doesn't she? But... Really, you need to get your hand underneath this to put this in. But she says, if you've got a thick pile carpet, she does hers, just going through... I won't do it on the table because it won't work on the wooden table. You don't get it caught on the carpet, but it's just got that layer underneath in the thick pile carpet where you can get to. So you can still stick your backing to the carpet if it's a thick pile carpet, and then you could just punch away to your heart's content, couldn't you? It's brilliant. Brilliant, £22.95. They are going to sell out. You do need to be careful. You do need to... I'll keep you updated. Because I've got new fabrics to show you this hour. Well done. Well done. Oh, I was about to... No. Right, I've got storage boxes coming up, which I was supposed to do in the 8 o'clock hour. I didn't get a chance to do those. I'll just put that in my cupboard there. Right. Right, I'm ready. Yeah, ready. I'm just getting myself sorted. New fabrics. Nautical, but nice. They said they didn't call it but, did they? Nautical and nice, they called it. I've only got about 5 or 6 fabrics to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, Six fabrics. You're going to love these. You're going to absolutely love these. Oh, and also, I need to just tell you about the spriggy ones we did earlier. A lot of those have sold out. I'll go through that in a second with you. Oh, neutral refills have sold out. That's Angie's fault. Neutral refills have sold out. You go, 1,200 in there. 1,200 in there. Right, where's my tape measure? This looks slightly wider, but it might just be my... Oh, we haven't seen it. You haven't seen this yet, and people are putting it in their basket. Have a look. Have a look. I know. Look at the price. Oh, it's 45 inches wide. 45 inches wide. Lovely, 100% cotton. Oh, I think that's lovely. It's the lighter weight again. It's not lawn. It's not as thin as lawn, but it's a lovely, lightweight cotton. You can make a gorgeous quilt out of it. You can make kiddies' clothes out of it. Oh, I tell you what else. Linings for things. I know it's a bit posh for linings. Good price. And it's wide. It's 44 inches wide, remember. So... we love a good... I love... It's like... do you know what? You wouldn't put it in a sleeve lining, but you could put it in a panel. You could put it in... You could line the bulk of a jacket. Not that... Don't do the sleeves in it, because you get special sleeve lining. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, you'd never put normal lining in a sleeve. You get sleeve lining. In tailoring, I'm talking right now. It's more... It's like much lighter weight. Much lighter weight. And it's usually a different pattern as well. If you look inside a good quality jacket, the sleeve lining will be... Anyway, this is lovely. This is nautical fabric on red. That's what it says on the tin, isn't it? Anchors, ship's wheels, yachts, lighthouse. Is there a flag? Where's the flag? Pennant. Yeah, pennant. What's the matter, Michael? Oh, hang on, we're not in shot. Hang on, where are you? Every time it's somewhere different, you go, Michael, right there. That's like... He couldn't see the goose in... No, it wasn't a goose. The peacock in that design the other day, could he? Here we go. It's lovely, really. That is... Ooh. Do you know what? I'd have pillowcase... This is like pillowcase soft. I'd have pillowcases made out of this. If you've got white sheet, you know, if you've got a red, white and blue room and you've got white sheets... Oh, well, actually, I might not have red pillowcases. I might have blue pillowcases. And yet, you know what? You know how some people do themed bedrooms, don't they, in their houses, right? Imagine if you did, like, a... what's that? What's those houses called, that with the white wood, the white and blue wood? Do you know the ones I mean? Tilda does a book on it. You know, like, kind of... wooden houses on the sea, and they're pale blue, like, not beach huts, because you live in them, but... A what? No. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, and they're all in pale blue and grey and red and white, and then you buy rope boxes to put in the corner. Like, a bit like New England, but on the seaside. New England by sea. £3.55. There must be some sea near there, mustn't there? Anyway, this is navy. This is navy. I'm thinking more... You see, I've got Norway in mind, not America, but anyway. £3.55 for half a metre. Good quality, good price. Lovely fabric. Oh. Right, just to warn you, I'm going back to this for a minute. Refills in black sold out. Too many of these in baskets. Sorry. End of conversation. Oh, end of conversation. But congratulations. If you've got them in your basket, check out, because there's more people got it in baskets than we've got thingies. This is lovely. This is going in baskets. So it's lovely, isn't it? That's the red we've done. That's the navy. Now, maybe far away... Oh! Sorry. At a moment, then. This is a lovely colour. No, I thought we'd already done that. And I was like, why have I put that on that pile? Light blue. I do like that colour. 3, you have permission to punch your director, Hannah. Not that I condone any kind of violence whatsoever, but he's being a right old pain in the what's-it today. Not with me, I'm fine, but, you know, he's annoying Hannah. £3.55. It's gone. £3.55 for half a metre. I will do some mixing and matching for you in a second. Oh, 0800 112 44 33 is the phone number. Signquilters.com to go on the website. Nautical but nice, or and nice, and nautical and nice. There's no buts. There's no buts, just ands. Now, maybe this could be the pillowcase. Do you know what? This is saying, like, loafers, gilet, string of pearls, country girl in the city. You know what I mean? Like a Sloane Ranger, a 1980 Sloane Ranger. This is what, yeah, nice. Yacht club. I went to a yacht club in San Diego and they had one boat. They had like 500 members, but only one boat. It's an image, isn't it? It's an image. Jay wouldn't know. Nautical fabric on white background. He hasn't got a yacht club, he's got the dock club where he goes down the docks in Birkenhead. £3 and... I was born there. I was born there, St Catherine's Hospital. £3.55 for half a metre. It's lovely, that, isn't it? Shall I put my hand so you see the size of the icons? There you go. You don't get the hand? That's just to give you an idea of sizing. Right, now, look at this. So those are the 4 icons of nautical and nice. I love this fabric. Now, if you remember Crazy Rebecca Reed made that laundry bag, and they had big fishes on them. I'm rather liking these. Oh, now they're swimming up and down the fabric. Just so you know, if you're going to cut something out of them, they're swimming up and down, not across. What would you make in your Scandi kitchen? A carrier bag holder. Now that she's got her potato holder, do you use it? Oh, it's got potatoes in it. Do you ever use... What do you use your potatoes for, then? New potatoes, baked potatoes, chips. Oh, shh. £3.55. Had you not noticed? It's been very remiss from our conversation. These are lovely. I love these. Oh, I've just told you the biggest lie. I said the fishes were going up and down the fabric. They're not at all. Nobody picked me up on that. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. They're going from side to side. I hope that hasn't affected any of your sales because I'm really, really sorry. Wow, how did I get that so wrong? Well, no, it would make sense to have them going across, which is why I was so shocked they were going up and down. And it was just me holding the fabric up the wrong way. I do apologise. The fish are going side to side. Oh, I do apologise. I'm going to have to move on now. Because I've got more fishes. So that's blue. That's Ecru. Blue fish on Ecru. I wonder why that wasn't in the Ecru hour, then, if it's Ecru there. Right, then, fish swimming side to side. These are going side to side, definitely. Oh, I've just done it again. Oh, it's the way... I'm sorry, I'm going to blame the person who folded it. Yes. There we go. Fish go side to side. Yeah, no, it's going to be nice, Hannah. It has to be a lightweight skirt, or a fully gathered skirt, or a lined skirt, or wear a slip underneath it. That's grey fish, grey nautical fish, so they're from the sea, they're not from ponds. Now, when we do a bird fabric like this, we sit and we go, oh, that's a parrot. Oh, that's a, cockatiel. That one's a... What fish are these? Oh, well, I don't... Oh, I've just had a... What did you say, Michael? Oh, just fish. No, because I think that's a different... Oh, where are you? Hang on. Where are you? Here, look, right? That fish... I think it's a tuna. I think that's a shame, and I don't eat fish. You see, that's one of those that you cook loads and loads on a plate at the same time. What's that? Whitebait. Whitebait. That's a goldfish. That's a goldfish. What else do you eat? What other fish do you eat? No, there's no salmons on there. The what one? There's no swordfish there. You're a bit posh where you live. I said, what fish do you eat? He went, salmon and swordfish. I'm thinking more like cod and hake and... What else do they sell in a fish and chip shop? There's a new one, isn't there? That's like the replacing cod. There's Place, that's an old one. No, there's a new one. Isn't there a new one I was going to say they catch in Poland. That's not right. Anyway. I don't know. I can't... Well, if you know what I mean, if they do it in chip shops instead of cod now. Is that what it's called? I'm not saying that. Sydney. Right, OK. Oh, now, can I just recap the vines on leaves on background here? Because I'm a bit worried about the stock of these. Right, both of the green ones have sold out. So if you wanted the Ecru leaves on olive or the green leaves on Ecru, they've gone. So I've got now Ecru leaves on and sprigs on the blue background. These are fantastic value, £3. There's a lot of you got this one in your basket. If you want that, please check out. I'm only telling you because I don't want you to be disappointed. It's lovely, though, isn't it? £3.55 for half a metre. Then I've also got the reverse of that one, which is the blue leaves and vines on Ecru. Oh, they look so lovely together, don't they? The reverse, blue leaves and vines on Ecru. Don't they? Oh, I've only got 4 metres of this one left. Only got 4 metres of this one left, if you want that one. Blimey, it's flown out, this, isn't it? Absolutely flown out. And this one, there's loads of that in your basket, so you need to be careful. You need to be careful. OK, and then I've got the red. Now, isn't it funny? It hasn't got a partner. I think that might be why. I wonder if they've got it somewhere and they've saved it for something else. Yeah, I'm wondering that. Shall I check? Should we get Jay to check? £3.55. OK, can you ask Jay to ask if they've got this one in the reverse? OK, £3.55 half metre. I was just listening. Now, Hannah explained that really, really well to Jay. Let's wait for the answer now. Yes, no, you explained it really, really well. But I know what the answer will come back. No, it doesn't come in yellow, he'll say, or something like that, won't he? Right, now, let's do mixing and matching of the nautical and nice with some of the lovely fabrics here. I'll just run through them. I'm not going to put the graphics in, so I'm just going to tell you what they are, so you'll know as we go through. So, is that navy or is that dark blue? That's navy, I think, isn't it? Yes. Dark blue. OK, that's dark blue. And then we've got... baby blue. Oh, it could be pearl blue. No, I've only got one. Pearl blue. These are all spectrum solid. That's pearl blue. Got this lovely grey. Oh, aren't these lovely together as well? Oh, sorry, that's the pearl blue there. That's the pearl blue there. Then this one, which is the only other spectrum solid I've got in this hour. That's slate. Do you know what? An antique white would have looked nice with this, but I've not got it here, unless it was from... No, I haven't got an antique white. Then I'm going on to linear. I've got... I'll see if I can get that for you. Then I've got linear prints. Now, I'm thinking this one's called Heron. Push it into shot there. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I'll just double-check that it is Heron. Yep, there you go. Heron grey. Then I've got another lovely grey linear print here. This one's called Zinc. Oh, don't these all look lovely? Those three. Don't those three greys. Let me just take the blues out. Don't those three greys look gorgeous together? So this is Zinc in the linear print. £4.95. Then I've got 3 spot-ons. I've got baby blue in the spot-on here. And then what I'll do is I'll mix and match them so you can see how they go with the fabrics. There's spot-on baby blue, £4.95 for half a metre. Sorry, there's bits of fluff on it. There you go. There you go, yeah. Right? Then I've got bright red. Oh, I'm saying bright red. It could just be red. Spot on. Lovely, vibrant red, that one, isn't it? Just waiting for the graphic to come in, Hannah. That's you. Bright red, bright red, bright red. That's lovely, isn't it? I said it was bright red tonight. And then is this one steel or slate or something like that? Those two look fabulous together. Steel. Steel in the spot-on. Now, I just saw Jay wafting an antique white around a minute ago. Thank you, Jay. See, I ask, and I've got it for you. Right, now, in the image, it looks different on the internet, but now the computer might not like this very much. It doesn't really, it's like an off-white. It's not the... Optical white is the really, 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 really vibrant, pure, like dentist coat white. This is more of a teed-down white. Antique white. Right, OK. Now, I need to warn you already. The blue fish fabric. Now, I hope that's not because I said they were swimming in a different direction. The blue fabric, blue fishes on teal. Look. That's obviously a metre, and the 355 is for half a metre. Nice, isn't it? They are £3.55. This is £3.55 for half a metre. Blue nautical fish. Now, I might not team that with anything. I might just put that on. Do you know what? I want to team that with an orange for some reason. I haven't got an orange here today, but I'd want to put orange with that, and I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Veronica sent in a message. Dear John... Oh, here you go. The fish are nose to tail. The fish don't swim that way from a fish... No. Oh. Right, OK. Dear John, the fish are nose to tail and fish don't swim that way from a fisherman. My wife thinks you're funny. That must be Veronica... I'm confused now. So you don't think I'm funny. The fisherman doesn't think I'm funny. Morning, John. Cafe Island charm pack just arrived. Lovely. Cushion covers for Christmas. Thank you, that's Leslie in Shropshire, that. So fishes don't swim behind each other, are you sure? When they're going like that, like, you know, when you see on the life prep, they're all going like that. Anyway. Oh, if it's a fisherman, is that a tuna? If you're a fisherman, can you tell us what they are? Anyway, as I say, I teamed that with orange for some reason. I haven't got any orange with me today. No, not ochre, orange. That's blue fishes on ecru background, that one. Yes, the grey fish now. On the ecru background. Oh. Hack? That's not a fish, hack. Hake is, isn't it? Someone's just sending a message, just goes, hack. It's not even got a name on it. Oh, has that come from the call centre? Somebody in the call centre rung? Oh, you haven't got your name on. So that's fine. You can be anonymous if you like. This is grey fish. Oh, I take it back. There's a fish called hack, apparently. Oh, no. I want it to look like a hack fish. Looks like a fish, Hannah says. That's good, isn't it? Oh, there's a red hack. Well, these are grey, not red. Wait, Hannah's confused. But don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. That's a fish called Wonder you're thinking of. £3.55 per half metre. Very popular, those fishy fabrics. Yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, right now, I only asked because everything came in doubles, didn't they? And now there is going to be a reverse of that fabric, which just hasn't arrived yet. So whether or not it'll be sale by the half metre or whether it's going in the project, I'm not quite sure. But it would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, I'll ask Wendy. I'll ask Wendy in a minute. Right, okay, thank you for finding that information. Let's do the... Yes, which one would you like to do first? OK, they're even Stevens at the moment. Let's start with the red. Do you know what? Hannah was going to do an Hawaiian Christmas. You could do a nautical Christmas, couldn't you, really? Right, automatically, I'm reaching for the blues and the whites on this one. Spectrum blue, spectrum antique white. Vintage white, no, antique white. I'm going obvious on that one, aren't I? Solid spectrums are all the same price. They're all $3.25 for half a metre, these here, spectrums. This is the antique white, and it just look below, because they've all been run through the graphics. That's traditional, isn't it? Red, white and blue. Traditional. Oh, hang on, Michael's having his say now. Yeah, it's 2 penneth into the pot. The plain grey. This one. No. But this one might work. That's the one works. You chose... I said, which one do you want? And you said, don't mind. And then I put this way, he goes, yeah, that's the one I wanted. Well, look at the top camera. That's nice. This is nautical fabric on red. This is linear texture zinc, this one. That's nice. I like those two together. Oh, no. Well, Hannah wouldn't go with that one. She'd go with the red, white and blue like I showed, but she wouldn't go... What, would you go with the heron instead, then? No. Oh, hang on. The blue fish. The other one. Yeah, no, we're not doing this fabric yet. We're doing this fabric, Michael. Michael's jumping ahead now. Oh, with the red. With the red. OK. That's what Michael said, with the red. No, because that means those fish, if you think that's how big a lighthouse is, if we're going literal... Oh, see, the lighthouse is far away and the fish is nearby. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Honestly. Is it called... It's not even 11:15. They can't even blame the hunger on it. Right, let me quickly do the fish, then. Let's have a look what the fish look like. This is the... I'm sorry, I'm going back to the fish, because I didn't do mixing matching, did I? Oh, actually, you know what's going to work with the fish? The spot. There. There you go. That's the grey nautical fish on Ecru. This spot-on steel grey. Boom, boom, something, something. Isn't there a song? £3.55 the fish and £4.95 the spot-on fabric. They work lovely together, those two, don't they? Would you maybe put the red spot on? Let's have a look at the red spot on. Might be a bit bright. Oh, no! Oh, that's suddenly gone into kitchens for me now. For some reason, that's gone kitchens. I'm thinking what are those things called? Oven gloves, pot holder. Oh, do you know what I'm thinking now? You know, the other day, Jess made an apron and some oven gloves and pot holders. I'd do this. Or the bowl cover thing that Tilly made yesterday. No, it was a cereal bowl holder. That one, you mean? Or I'm thinking there's a very posh... Not that I'd go there because I can't bear fish, but there's a lovely fish restaurant in Chiswick. They could put their waiters in these aprons, couldn't they? That'd be nice. It's called Fish. I don't know if it's still there, actually. It's called Fish, though. Nice. OK, so that's the grey one. And let's move on now to back to the icons, the navy icons. Got a bit distracted there, sorry. Well, I don't know. The grey spots or the red spots, do you think? Red spots. Right, Hannah wants the red spots. Nice, but then what you do is you then trim it like that. There you go. So that's antique white, that's bright red spot on, and that's nautical on navy. No? Oh. Hannah says she's feeling in a more predictable mood this morning. That's why she's gone for red, white and blue. Right, I'm going to throw a real spanner in the works now. This isn't from this hour. Pistachio. In fact, no, I'll put the antique white on first, and then I'll put the pistachio on next. Nice. We like that one. We like the pistachio. Pistachio? Pistachio, even. What was it I couldn't say the other day? Riviera. I still can't say it. Riviera. I had to do a voiceover yesterday. Wait till you hear the advert. They've put tongue twisters in them, specially. Dogfish is also known as rock in London, and in Kent it's known as hake. Is that what they sell in the chip shops, rock? Do they sell rock in the chip shop? I don't know, dogfish, I don't think... You see, I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat it anyway, but I don't think I'd like to eat something like, oh, this is a dogfish. Make me think of... No, it's not a real dog. I know it's not a real dog, but it suddenly makes you go, oh. Anyway, did we do that one? Yes, done that one. Well, look at the time. I haven't done my storage again. I'm going to get in trouble. What does he say, then? That's how it's said. Right. This is nice. This is nice. This is the light blue. Now, what colour would you go with this one with, Hannah? That one? I think that might be a bit stark, might it not? We are thinking little kiddies' pyjamas here. Hang on, then. What about... I don't think that's the right blue there. No, it's too pale. Ooh, what about that one? What about the zinc? Oh, that's nice. Is this one zinc? Zinc linear with the nautical fabric on light blue. OK, and then moving on to the last icon one for now. The white with the... Are they black or blue? It must be blue, mustn't they? Very dark blue. This is the one I'm thinking, City Girl in Sloane Street. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Hang on. Let's put that one with that one. Let's just have a trim of that one. There we go. That's nice. Do we not think? I'm seeing one of Amanda Wyatt's bags now. She hasn't made it. I'm just thinking, you know, the big pocketed bag she always does. So the nautical fabric on white, that's £3.55 half a metre. That's the spot on red there, bright red, at £4.95 half a metre. You need to switch me back on, Hannah. You haven't been in there for a while. I bought my coat there the other day. Yeah. Right, moving on. Look, do you want to use the storage boxes very quickly, or not? Are you sure? Didn't sound very committed there. Let me tidy up a little bit here. I'll just do them quickly. I was meant to do them in the last hour, and I'll get told off if I don't show them to you. Now, I haven't seen this size before. When I did the other size, these flew out. These are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, this is the bigger. These are the bigger ones. The ones we had, Michael, the other day were these. Right. Love these. Creative Options Pro Latch Album and Craft Tub in Magenta Organiser Plastic Storage. I think they've just put every word to do with storage in that there, haven't they? I haven't got many of these left. Hello. This is, do you know what that reminds me of? Remember I went to Gibraltar, and in the bathroom, I met all my friends, I was like, oh, I look fabulous at the moment, don't I? I looked in the mirrors this morning and thought, the mirrors were this colour, right? And if you have mirrors this colour, you look absolutely gorgeous. Because then I stepped outside and everyone was like, what are you talking about, John? So I looked at myself in a normal mirror and I was like, oh, in my bathroom, I look really beautiful this morning. Anyway, these are huge. What's the measurements of them? I shall tell you now. No, they're not. They're 43.8 by 40.3 by 13.3 centimetres, 17 inches by 15 inches by 5 inches. You only get one. Oh, yeah, sorry, you only get one. That's the magenta one. Right, that's the magenta one. And then this one. What would you put in them? Lucy said if she had these, all her fat quarters, she'd put all her fat quarters in there. Aren't they brilliant? Also comes in opaque, but we haven't got that one. 50, I love that sound, yeah. So this is the only one in purple. If you want a purple one, then this one you need to get. Now, I'll show you in a minute. Kaz, they look a nice size for storing fat quarters. Oh, there you go. Nice shirt this morning, John. Kaz in sunny South Wales. Bore da, shumai. That's me speaking Welsh. Right, now, if you want the smaller one, we did have these in purple and pink, but the purple all sold out. These are the pink ones. Now, those two stacked together and these stacked together, I'm not sure. Well, no, they don't stack. They sit, but they don't stack. So the pink one, £8.95. Magenta it is, not pink. Magenta. Measurements, I'll tell you. I won't ask Hannah to read them out this time. Now, they're saying hold paper in it. The actual size is 14 by 14 by 3¼ they're inches, 35.5 by 35.5 by 8.6 centimetres. Made in America, Creative Options. And they're saying, even though they're saying it's projects book, they're saying it holds paper of 12 by 12 inches. Why would you... what? 12 by 12 inch paper again in that one? That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I think they'd be brilliant for fat quarters, like Kaz just said. How much is that one? £8.95. Now, I love this. I love this one. I'll show you what it looks like in its packet. These sold. Then they ran out. We've got some more in now. These are embroidery thread organisers. This is how it'll arrive at your house, all wrapped up. £4.95, right? This is the large one. Look at this, though. Look at this, right? Oh, no, they're the hinges. Right. So, it comes like this in different sections, and then you also get 100 of these. that go inside. And what you do is you get your embroidery thread and you wind it round and round and round. Well, let's do it that way. Round and round and round, like it's on a bobbin. You put the ends through there so you don't get all lots and lots of loose ends. And then what you can do is you can write the number or the colour on there, and then you can store them like this. You can put all the reds in that one, all the yellows in that one, and they just store, also standing up, obviously. They're not standing up because they haven't got any thread on them at the moment, for £4.95. Aren't they just brilliant? And then you keep all your loose ones in there. Brilliant gift. Brilliant gift. Just I know my what? Oh, right, you know the stitch gun? Right, there's two people who have not checked out, so there are 2 available. There are 2 available. They've not stitched out. They've not checked out, or they've taken out their baskets. But there's 2 available suddenly. There's 2 of those available. It's about 22. There you go, 22.95. Brand new today, premiere today. The refills have sold out, but you do get. Oh, wait, no, right. OK, suddenly there's loads of you put it in your basket. You need to check out straight away. If you want that, you need to check out. You do get the little tags. There's loads in there, but you can also... We've just sold out of the tags, the refill tags as well. Well done. Oh, you've been busy today. Right. Now, I'll put that there, put that... Oh, no, that's who's there. Terry, hello, Terry, my love. Yours look beautiful, John. Oh, Terry, you're very sweet. That's very nice. I wish I looked beautiful, but never mind. That's the pink mirrors. You've got pink mirrors on your... Have you put a pink mirror on your front of your telly so I look beautiful, Terry? Terry. Got some rick-rack here as well. Oh, I've got Christmas stockings. Oh, flipping heck. I'm waffling away. We'll do the Christmas stockings tomorrow. Or another day. Yeah, we've got Christmas time to do those. So I'm doing rick-rack then. But look, let me just do something with my fabrics. Hello, John. I love the show. Nice to see the Christmas tree. But who on earth is in charge of the tinsel? Hayley. Why, what's wrong with it? I said it was a bit not scalloped enough. Jane, what do you want me to do with it? Let me know what you want me to do with it. Well, does it need to be more scalloped? Does it need to go? Does it need to go down the tree instead of round the tree? Just let me know. Yeah, we're just putting one in the Nautical because I'm creating this because I'm going to do some rick-racking now. Right, I'll just keep those 3 for the third one, look. Now, on this rick-rack, you get 25 metres on a reel. You won't get this one. This is obviously our sample one here. You get 25 metres. Imagine what you could do with it. You can create all your own fabrics if you're going to do... bags, or you're going to do anything and you want a bit of rick-rack on it. Look, 25 metres you get for £12.95. Fantastic to have in your stock. It's just as a go-to, isn't it, really? Lovely. So I'll just do a bit more around to go around the edge. Oh, I might as well take it all off now. I'm just making a design, look. I'm going round the border, around the outside. Yeah. It's called a Tilly tea towel, this one. A Tilly tea towel, Joe. Joe, it nearly all fell off, I'm afraid. You'll have to start that one again. What's the matter? Oh, that looks a bit messy, doesn't it? I do apologise. I'll tidy that one up. There you go, Joe. Thank you. No, he's smiling. He's smiling, it's right. Oh, that's not a smile, apparently. Well, I've got white and I've got pale blue, so I'll just put that one there. I'm only going to open a little bit of the white one. There you go. That's the white one. You can hardly see it when you only do one strip like that, can you? I'll just do another one. What I need to do is I need to take the white one out, really, don't I? There you go. That's better. Made a bow out of the rick-rack now, look. Or squid. Kiss. A rick-rack kiss. So that's the white rick-rack, 25 metres. £12.95. I just added £2 and then I do apologise. It's because it's 14mm wide, £12.95. That's the white rickrack. And I've also got in this lovely light blue. That can be nice, you see. I folded that one up nicely. And then I've got the light blue here. That's nice, isn't it? It's almost time for a roundup. I can't believe how quickly this hour's gone. And she'll be back with more threads on silk and on cotton in a minute. There, that's nice. That light blue's lovely. Oh, sky blue, they call it. Sky blue. 25 metres, £12.95. Pop it in your basket. They are the waves of the ocean, look on that one. Oh, you know what? Oh, the white one is still here. Because this is Hannah's dream house, isn't it? Looking out over the ocean. Look. The one outside her window. Anyway. Moving on. Oh, now, I tell you what we have got in my trolley that Hannah's desperate to show you. I know we've got our two favourites. I'll do Hannah's first. If you've got one of our glue pens, right, when you buy it, it comes with one in and you get a refill. But just recently, we've done so much hexes and English paper piecing where it's been used, and lots of people are saying, John, I can't find any refills. Well, here they are. Oh, look at the price, £2.45. Yeah, they're the blue ones. Now, it doesn't matter what colour it is because it dries clear anyway. But loads and loads and loads you've been asking about that. Even Hannah's been struggling to find those because she's doing hexes at home at the moment. OK, so that's Hannah's a little treat of the day. This... Right, where's my... Sorry. Rick Rack for wrapping Christmas presents is why I ordered some. Oh, and that's very lovely. Posh Christmas presents. Have we got this one in a packet? It's meant to be, wasn't it? Right, I'll just show you this. This is, I think, one of the best things ever, right? It's a prim turning set. You get 3 tubes. Oh, hang on, I've not prepped. We've not... Oh, no, John, come on. Right, just so you get 3 tubes. Yeah. We've got... Don't look. Right, no. Right. When you've got a rouleau loop that you need turning through, kindly made by Hannah, and you think, oh, I've got to turn it through using my little sausage fingers and everything, right? This is the best thing, right? You have a tube, you pop it inside your rouleau, drops to the bottom, you get your turny sticky thing, you push it through, you turn it through, and it's turned through, the rouleau's turned through, and then you can use your sticky thing. Well, it's like a Derek the Dobber there. Point out the cup. I mean, that's got a little, because we've used it so much, little threads are beginning to come through. Yeah. So you can make, you get 3 sizes, large, mediums, all comes in the same pack, all for £7.95, and 3 pusher-throughers. For some reason, the little pusher-through is metal rather than wood. You get all of that for £7.95. Have we got a picture of the packet? No. OK, we got a packet. I thought they were sending one of those. Never mind. It's perfect. It's brilliant. Always sells fast, that one. Right, I better round up. Look, I've only got 1 minute, have I? Oh, 3. Oh, OK. Right, what would you like to see, then? In my 3 minutes, what would you like to see? The big one or the little one? The big pink box. Flown out, the big pink box. Oh, there's only 2 left. There's only 2 of those left at £15.95. Oh, dear. Look how much it stores. I'm doing it nice and tidily like this. I could put the whole of my 2 shows in there, look. match its stores, right? And then I can put my turners in there. I've got the Hannah's favourite thingies there. Yeah. Hannah, you've been asking about boxes for ages, haven't you? There, look. The refills are there. The refills are there. I don't want to know. Oh, yes, the pillowcases that Mike's going to make out of this cotton. He'd save them, put them under the bed. Looks under the bed storage. Doesn't even have to be for... It's a bed. Oh, you don't get the fabric in it, obviously. I'm just showing you how much. That's all my fabric. Oh, and hang on. How many... I've got 1 minute. Oh, when you... Because you bought it. If this is your first purchase, you get your free gift. Jay, the red one, please. Thank you. Right, there you go. Also comes in purple. Right, I've got magenta twice, but this is magenta. This is purple. £15.95. Right, don't go anywhere. I've tied it up, Jay. Look, I've done your job for you now. Don't go anywhere. Angie's up next, using threads, but in the silk threads. They're ones you didn't even see, look. Using the threads in silk and in cotton, and a lampshade. Oh, she's made the most beautiful lampshade. And if you buy the threads, you're going to get a little bit of paper inside with a URL on it, which takes you through to a couple of Angie's own pictures that you can use to download to create what she's going to show you in the next hour. Am I done? I will see you in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
So today I'm going to show you how to do a double stitch. Now you would use a double stitch at the start and the end of your sewing to secure your threads rather than using a really big knot. You're going to want to take your needle through the front of your fabric first and then come out back through the front. So I'm using really big stitches at the moment so I can see what I'm doing. You're going to leave a tail before you then repeat that in and out motion. So you can see that's 1. I'm going to go back through again and that's 2. So you can see I've done 2 stitches in the same place. That's giving me my double stitch. You would then do whatever stitch it is that you're going to go on to do. So I'm just going to do a quick running stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to do my double stitch at the very end of my stitch there. So it's repeating the process. So I'm going in, and then back out, in, and then back out, before clipping my threads. So obviously you would clip these closer when you get to finishing your garment. So there you have it.
It's easy to buy the products you see on our shows. To buy any of the items featured on today's programmes, just head over to our website www.sewingquarter.com. Click on the video stream and you'll be taken to our watch page. Here you'll find the product that is on air right now at the top of the page. Beneath that, you'll find all the products demonstrated in this morning's shows. To add an item to your basket, simply log into your account or register with us. Then you can either check out or keep shopping. Remember, our flat rate delivery charge lets you shop all day and check out as many times as you like and only pay once for postage and packing. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
Join us on Saturday the 30th of September and Sunday the 1st of October as Lucy Brennan returns with a bumper batch of fabulous quilting projects. Over 2 days, she'll show us how to create a range of different quilt blocks. Her creations will include this hourglass design that will make the perfect Christmas gift and the fabulous star-shaped bed runner. Lucy will also introduce the marvellous Mr. block and the new butterfly block, plus plenty of tips, inspiration and gift ideas. So tune in on Saturday the 30th of September at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. and on Sunday the 1st of October at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. for Lucy's quilting specials. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78. When you spend £10 on your first purchase, you will receive this free sewing kit from the Sewing Quarter worth £14.99. Have you entered the competition yet? It closes on Sunday at 11:59. And what day is it? It's Friday already. Look, to win an Elna 240-240EX sewing machine, all you need to do is text the word sew to 66777. The word sew to 66777. Text costs no more than your standard net rate, over 18 only, and terms and conditions apply. See the website for full details. That's it. There's no questions, there's no nothing, you just do that. You can't enter more... Oh, excuse me. You can't enter more than once, though. Do not enter more than once. Oh, that's what you have to do. It's the word sew to 66777. That's easy. And then someone next week, your winner, will be contacted next week and be told about it. Right, we're back to threads, back to threads, back to threads. Let me take you through the 3 different threads that we've got. This is the poplin. We used that for the cushion in the first hour of Angie's, didn't we? £19.95, 6 A4 sheets, and the image link, which I'll tell you about in a second. So that's the cotton poplin. We've then got the 6 cotton twill, which we're going to be using with Ange this hour. OK? Oh, graphics coming in, sorry. Let's wait for the graphics. Now, cotton twill is obviously slightly heavier than the poplin. £21.95. And the one we didn't use in the last hour, which Ange will be using, the silk charmeuse. Again, you get 6 in there. I just mentioned the price first. £29.95. The what, Hannah? Yeah, it's not on that one, though. Oh, there's an image link. Basically, if you buy any of these 3 threads, you will also get, when your parcel arrives, there'll be a little piece of paper with a URL address on. You can go to on your internet, on your website, no, on your computer. That's what it's called, computer. And on it will be a couple of Angie's pictures, which she's going to show you in this next hour, which you can just download for free and use them. So if you see a project in this hour that you love, you think, I want exactly that, you'll be able to download the pictures that Angie's using in this hour. Right. This is the most exquisite, beautiful lampshade, isn't it? Look at that. If you went to a shop, how much would you pay for something like that? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's actually on the lamp stand on that one. OK, so, very quickly, that's the silk charmeuse that's gone in there, £29.95. Right, before we go on to Ange to how to make that lampshade, or lampshade like that. Now, am I going to be in the way of something here? No, I'm not. OK? Which one's that, then? That's not the tiered lampshade. 30 centimetres. Oh, OK. Oh, so you can look at tiered lampshade first. Sorry. At the end there, the box at the end there. It's very boring because you're just going to look at brown boxes for now. This is the tiered lampshade kit, 30 centimetre and 20 centimetre. There it is, £21.95. So you get the instructions. You get now those 2 rolls are the inners that go on the fabrics. Then you've got the bit that attaches to the light bulb and the bit that screws on. £21.95. That's the tiered lampshade. I'll show you that later. I'll open the boxes later for you. Then we've got the lampshade kit that's 40 centimetres, which is the one in the middle there. with the sizes pendant or table lamp use. £16.95. Make your own professional lampshade from the covering of your choice. And there's the lovely picture for that one. There you go. £16. And look at the instructions, though. Look how thorough the instructions are. Then, if we move along here, we've got a slightly smaller lampshade kit. The 30-centimetre lampshade kit here. Drum shape. There you go, there's the image. Oh, you got a couple of extra bits. Oh, no, you get the plectrum and the other bit in the others. You just couldn't see it on the other pictures. Obviously, somebody else took that picture. £14.95. I don't think Jay took any of these pictures, did you, Jay? No? I think the professional photographer did these. Right, and then we've got two other things to show you. We've got the clock-making kit, which is there. 30-centimetre diameter. And there's all the... Now you get the mechanics to make the clock work. Or what do you call it, the thing at the back? The little motor. You get the arms. Are they called arms? Legs, not legs. Fingers. They call them fingers on a clock. No, anyway, you get those. I didn't see how much it was. How much was that? £19.95. And then you get a bin. We've got this. Hannah and I have got these under our desk. There you go. Tapered bin. Make your own bin. That's all the details you get in there. What do you need the little red thing in that one for? What's that for? I thought the little red thing was to screw the light bulb in, but obviously you don't have a light bulb in a bin. It's what? Tape. Oh, it's tape. It's tape, apparently, I thought it was screwing in the light bulb. £13.95. Who am I talking to, you're asking? Well, I'm talking to Angie, aren't I? So I'm going back over there now, because we're going to print up what we're going to be doing. I think this is gorgeous, Angie, this lampshade. I'm just going to move that out the way, though. Put the still of it. There it is. Yeah. Just gorgeous. Now, is that on silk or is that on...
That's silk.
Twill. That's on the silk one.
And I know you're dying to print a piece of silk, aren't you?
Is it any different, printing up silk, any different to a poplin?
This is a piece of the silk.
OK.
Chamouse, is that how you pronounced it? I didn't know how you pronounced it.
Oh, how well, I was saying chartreuse wrong the other day. I was told it was chartreuse, not chartreuse. Hands on a clock, it is, not fingers.
Is it? Oh,
Hands,
I would have
Haley's
said, what are the
messaged in.
fingers?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Right, OK.
So, yeah, it's exactly the same. So it's backed with the paper that allows us to go through. Make sure it's got no bits on it. If you have got any threads sticking out of the side, you might want to trim those off because you don't want anything getting trapped. Okay. And just position it exactly the same as you would if you're feeding...
a letter or paper.
Individually feeding.
Now, if you weren't watching at 8 o'clock... What are the important things you have to remember?
The important things is to select matte setting.
Matte setting?
Yep.
Matte setting.
On your properties or in your preferences to print. Matte setting and high quality.
High quality.
Unless you want poor quality.
Yeah, unless you want poor quality. And the ink, it's important to have a... one with non-solvent.
Usually the branded inks are water-based.
Yes.
If you're using non-branded inks, you want to check that there may be solvents in there. So if it's something that needs to be washed, it's not necessarily saying that they won't print.
Yes.
They will print and work fine. You will get a better quality with a branded ink.
And the solvent might make it
non-colour fast.
Non-colour
yeah,
fast.
so
okay.
if you're unsure, just do a test of one.
And then, like we're going to do in this hour, we've got a little pot of water here. OK, pick a picture.
OK, so you fancy my other lampshade
one you
that we're
haven't
going
seen
to...
yet,
Yeah,
so I'm not going to give away the secret.
So hopefully I've selected the right page. I've chosen matte and high quality, so I'm just going to select print. So that should be going through now.
OK. Yeah, I can hear it. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. So we can just leave that to print.
I have actually got a piece of the... I don't even know what this plant is. I photographed it in Greece somewhere.
Is it not a bougainvillea?
Is that... I thought it was, yeah.
I don't know. Come on over.
I have got one printed on silk for you to
Well, let that one print, because
at.
The other thing we have to point out is it's not like a lot of other dyes, is it? It's it's you don't have to fix it, do you? It's automatically fixed, isn't it?
So it's as soon as it's dry, leave it for a few minutes to dry out of the printer. No other steps to fix it.
Fantastic.
At all.
So you don't need to iron it or anything like that. It's
especially like if you're working with silks, obviously you don't want to keep messing with them.
No.
You know, you don't want to be putting the iron too near them or having to wash them.
Yeah.
So So what I did with these. When I was looking at the threads, I thought it would be wonderful. Obviously, these lampshade kits are superb anyway, but how nice to get something really unique on there. And initially, I started to look at ideas. A favourite place of mine, Malta. So I just bought these in because I was playing around with paper just to show.
These aren't.
This is
threads.
just paper.
That's just paper.
So this was me playing with the design. But to give people ideas, these are just some images that I've taken while I've been in Malta. So if you've got like lovely holiday snaps, or you know, there's lovely Baroque buildings in Italy and things like that. So you could also use plain fabric for the lampshade base, and then applique. Your pictures on top. So it doesn't have to be a complete continuous...
How many pictures have you got on there? Is it 4 or 5?
5 sheets.
You see, because Hannah's making one of these for me for Christmas. A lampshade, right? And what's frightening me, it's going to be the moods of Hannah. So one happy... I've just pictured her face. So one happy, one sad, one angry...
Yeah.
One confused. No, don't do it. Don't do it, Hannah.
So I just thought I'd bring that in. Obviously, if people want to do different things, you don't have to get all these seams totally aligned to get this continual pattern.
Yeah, because that's just stunning, that one, isn't it?
What I've done with this one is, well, the 2 of them that I'm going to do today is I've actually took one of my images and then mirrored it, so you get that lovely patterning coming.
So if everyone, when they buy the threads, they get the URL, is this picture?
This one and the one I'm going to make on air.
Not your Maltese holiday.
No, I don't think people will want those, will they?
We don't know. We don't know who's in the pictures.
And it's also, I've worked it out with the seam allowance and the overlap.
Oh, what? If they download the URL...
you'll find a PDF, and it's all 5 pages, all worked out with the seam allowance, 1/4-inch seam.
Oh, so you can print
5 pages...
Of threads.
Yeah, of threads, and when you seam them together, they will match perfectly. I've worked all that out for you.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
And actually on the back of here, where it goes round, the back even, that's the seam on the back, so not a bad match, really. It's really lovely, the patterning it makes.
It's very luscious, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, so really lovely.
Hannah's thinking bedroom. Oh, because the upstairs of Hannah's house is a pink, so this would work in her bedroom, wouldn't it?
What I thought was, making this afterwards, I thought I could see also maybe like a chandelier. If you were to photograph a chandelier, like all
little
the crystals,
Paul like that, because he loves chandeliers.
And then actually print it,
rather
than having a real chandelier.
I've got a quick question. Rather than having a real chandelier. If you're putting it on a lamp, it goes that way up. Does it also go that way up if you're putting it on a pendant, or does it go that way up?
That's right,
So you need to think about which way
you put
the print is going to go up, where you're about to put it. Because obviously if it's going on...
I did this as a lamp.
A bedside lamp like that, it'd go that way, because it's the inside bit here.
Yeah.
But obviously if you're putting it up on the ceiling, it goes that way with this at the top.
Yeah.
So just be aware
that's
of your
when you're
print.
actually, when we come to make it today, when we actually put these bits in, that's when you need to make sure that you've got it on the right side, like you say, depending on where your finished lamp will go.
Yeah.
So the other design I've done, that's the bougainvillea printed on silk, actually.
Oh, that's actually already put onto silk.
This was actually just out of the printer on paper, and I actually think it looks better, even better on the silk than it does on paper, doesn't it? So that's me doing my test look, which is the top and the front. But it looks better, doesn't it? On
yes,
on
much
silk.
better on the silk. It's got an extra. What's the word I'm looking at? Looks like the light is actually coming through it, doesn't it? Well, that looks like the print. That looks
I think actually because the light's hitting the paper, it's
maybe
it's got the sheen, but you can actually see the depth of that in the threads. It looks
beautiful.
Really.
So what's the other print then that you've done? Because we were going to do this as a surprise. It's just coming through now. It's just coming through.
Okay.
Go on.
It's almost there. What, do you want to peel this off the silk to show the weight of the silk?
Oh, go on then.
You do have to be a little bit more gentle with the silk, obviously,
Yes.
It's a finer fabric, and silk frays.
And also you treat silk differently when you're making a wedge dress or a silk dress.
Yeah.
You treat the fabric differently than you would a sturdy cotton or whatever.
Only from the fact that you've got to obviously put a little bit of pressure on this to pull it off.
Yeah.
Sometimes, again, like you can see, silk does fray more than the cottons.
Yeah.
So if you do get that little bit of the one or two threads sticking at the edge of the paper, you just push them away from the edge like that. And also, as you're tugging on it, obviously, you're twisting and pulling at the thread. So it's quite, like you say, it's quite not sticky, but it's quite firm to get off.
But it's not, there's no residue. You'd think there would be some glue or something on here, but it's not.
I know, it's very, very clever. Obviously, you can tell it's such a high-end coatings company. I hadn't realised that was doing that, so that's what I was saying to avoid.
Yes. This is how not to do it.
This is how not to do it. There we go. It's beautiful weight, and like you can say, because you've just distorted it by pulling it, but you can easily just flatten it back out and straighten everything. I actually printed it squiffy in my printer, that's why it's got an edge, but you can see the silk.
Now, the cotton we did earlier, you can wash the cotton, the poplin and the drill. Can you wash the silk as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can do exactly what you would do with a normal silk. I think it's, if people are into their weights of silk, it's called a 19 mm.
Oh, okay.
That means something to people that know about weights of silk. So, yes, you can do all that. It says not to, obviously, like you wouldn't normally steam silk, you'd be very scared, but I've put steam on it, and it doesn't mark.
For those of you who know silks, it's heavier than Jap silk. It's like a silk satin.
Oh, you'd be perfect to describe the weight, wouldn't you?
Well, I just thought I'd pick it up. It's like a silk satin, a lightweight silk satin. You'd make wedding dress skirts out of it. It's that kind of weight. It's not a heavy weight.
Or a blouse.
Or beautiful. It makes the most exquisite. But also, I'm thinking about fashion-wise, you could, if you're making a silk blouse or a blouse, you could do panels of it with this, couldn't you? And that is perfectly good. It's a good quality silk to wear.
I've seen a lovely pencil
and against
skirt
the skin and things like that.
Yeah,
it'd be
really
absolutely
lovely.
beautiful.
And of course, you can interface it because you can treat it like any other fabric. You could interface it to make it heavier.
But sometimes with silk, you don't want to interface it because you want billowing. Hannah, have you finished your kimono? You should make another one out of silk and put panels. If you imagine sewing the panels together that way, and then you could just have a panel of whatever flower,
or like
orchids or anything you want going down the side, that would be beautiful. Or on the cuffs, you could make the cuffs out of the silk. I'm getting carried away. Let's do a lampshade.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. That's what you do. That's what it's all about. It's inspiring.
Yeah. So this is one picture.
Yes, this is one design. Bougainvillea. I've called it hot pink.
Yeah, I don't know if it is a bougainvillea. I'm just guessing, but people will message in and tell us what it is. I'm sure it's a bougainvillea.
I'm not very good on my
it doesn't matter as long as you think it's beautiful. It's just my mum used to go and bring that back in her suitcase and try and grow it in Chester and everything. And she had one in the garden that took a deep purple one, and it looks absolutely
gorgeous, isn't it? When you see it on vines.
Yes, exactly. Above. Anyway, let's get on.
Did you want to have a look at the silk?
You went there.
Yeah. Bring it over.
Oh, it's printed up beautifully. This is the other picture.
This is the other one, which is
you're going to get.
Birds of Paradise design.
Now.
Yes, you can see now what I was talking about. There's 5 images. This is the centre, and then I've named them because I've done this on the twill.
Yeah.
I've got them either sort of right or left of centre and far right or left of centre, but they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you'll know how to put them together.
So this is again done on the silk.
That's on silk. This is on the twill.
Right.
So you can see slightly different the way it takes to the fabrics in a slightly different way.
I think because it's a silk satin, that's why this is working. You're seeing because the oranges in this.
Yes.
Are more intense.
That's
more
what I was saying
vibrant.
about the paper.
Yes.
It looks better on the silk than even on paper.
Yes, but this is the silk and that's the
twill. Yeah.
So on the twill, it's still beautiful on the twill.
Yeah.
But look, you can see there, the colours aren't quite as vibrant. They're still stunning, but this is the silk one here, and you can just see that lovely satin, silk satin sheen to that.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. Do we need this one to do our project?
No.
Okay.
So I thought you'd enjoy playing with that one if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll keep that one there for now. Right, OK,
so
let's make something,
I need to make sure I've got my 2. What do I need? That's far left of centre, far left of centre. Those 2. Let's do those 2. I've got the
Do you not
first
need
two
all
to go
five?
together. I have, but I've got them there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to join the first two.
Right.
And then that's quite boring just watching me join.
That's never
Bits of
boring
paper.
watching
So
you.
I've joined the. I've done.
Oh, you've done a
a
pre-Peter
pre-mate.
moment.
Yes. So I'm going to just peel these off. This is the twill, as I said. So you're saying it's not. You wouldn't think of using. If you think of it as being denim, you wouldn't put denim on a lampshade,
No.
but it's not that heavy.
Have you tried lighting a twill one up?
I haven't actually.
Because I imagine with the silk you're going to get that lovely glow coming through
True.
there. But then this isn't a particularly heavy twill. But I think it'll just it'll just warm the fabric. It won't.
Right.
The silk one, I think it'll glow through like a semi-opaque.
I didn't know that actually, because the drum that you put it on is quite. Mind you, you can see my hands.
Yeah, you can see your hand straight through.
Yeah, with the light, it's quite heavy.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Wait and see.
I know. No, I haven't.
So now, do you need to
actually
do
hung
anything to them before we start making them?
No. You'll notice on this project as well, I haven't printed right to the edge.
Right.
So you've got that option setting on your printer to print borderless.
Yeah.
Do test this, because on my printer and the printer that we've got here in the studio, it leaves a very fine margin. So on my 1/4-inch seam, that's going to be within my margin.
OK.
If your printer might have a larger...
oh yes. Sometimes,
sometimes it could be as big as that, couldn't it? That's not that. I've chosen the image to be that large, but just test it on paper to see what your margins are, because if they're any larger than 1/4 inch, then you'll need to print borderless.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got number 1 and number 2, and I'm just going to join them together, right sides together, like you would any other piecing.
Yeah.
1/4 inch seam along there.
How are you going to make sure that the well, it should automatically do it, I suppose.
Because I've spent the time on the computer, yeah.
Well, we'll see, shall we?
Doing it. And I did find working with the silk, it's like anything, isn't it? Because it's got a bit of a, not a pile, but, you know.
No, yes.
When you put them together, they don't move, actually. So if you
like a nap, almost like a nap.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So if you put them together, they should. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
So?
I have tried to work it out as a...
So what size does your... Can you remember what size
it's
you
the
made?
30 cent. It's to fit the 30 centimetre
To fit the 30
one.
centimetre
Yeah,
one,
and I
right.
thought it'd be nice. Chosen that one, obviously. You can make it out of a pack of threads.
Yeah.
Of course, like we were saying, you could use a plain background and just put pictures on top.
So I wonder when Hannah makes mine, whether they'll be full-on photos or it'll be normal fabric and then she'll applique her faces
them on. Yeah. I had done another one where I just put sort of a strip of something in between the photos, so she could do that as well.
She just said something a bit frightening. She's going to morph her face onto pictures of the moon, she said.
And you've got to wake up to this at the side of your bed.
And it's not going in my bedroom, that's for sure. It might go in Norman and Nellie's bedroom.
So, I am a little bit off there. But there you go. So you would obviously take a little bit more care when you're piecing those and join them. What I did with the silk one, because it's a fine fabric, I pressed all the seams in one direction. With the twill one, I've actually pressed them open.
Right.
Because it's a bit heavier of fabric. So keep joining your pieces together until you've got...
Does this one have to go, or have you got one?
Yeah.
No. Oh, no, that one can go over here.
So this is where you really see how the design works with the repeat pattern. So you get to see the repeat, making the pattern in its own way, really.
Where was it? What? I mean, I know they're bird of paradise feathers, aren't they?
The edge of a marina, I think.
It was what?
The edge of a marina.
Oh, it's not a swimming pool. That looks like one of those things you step down into a swimming pool, doesn't it?
The edge of a marina.
We did a bird of paradise block the other day.
Did you?
Yeah. And we had it where Lucy had this machine there and I had a machine here, and we both made it on the...
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yeah, I beat her.
I shall have to watch that back on...
Yes, do. Anyway.
So you can see you've got the instructions of which panel goes where. OK. Now, one tip, because we're going to start making the lampshade now. This is your cloth size.
Yes. So we're pretending now that's one piece of fabric. Because if you were making that out of a Spectrum solid, you just cut a piece of fabric that size, wouldn't you?
And the instructions, like you said earlier, actually, the instructions are very, very thorough.
Oh, I didn't realise there were two sides.
Yes. So pictures and instructions, double-sided.
So every stage is photographed and described?
And although I can't see it on here, on the front of the box, it definitely told me the size of the fabric.
Oh, yes, he did on the front of the box. Hang on,
Well,
do we say it was the 30 centimetre? Yeah, look. This is how yours will arrive.
But it tells you the covering size requirement because the lampshade's smaller than this, but it's telling you you'll need that amount of fabric to give you some...
Oh, yes,
a little bit more to play with.
Yeah, because the actual is 30 by 21 centimetres pendant or tape. That's one. This is this one that we're making here. And
inside you'll get a tube of this. This is your inner. So it's a double-sided taped. Oh, it's almost like a laminate.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that this is
and what's that for then? Do you think that just protects the fabric?
I think no, it's giving it that.
Oh, the strength.
The strength on the drum, isn't it?
I won't listen to Hannah anymore then.
So you can see that it fits, and we've got a little bit of image either side to play with on that. Just a tip, I have had this rolled the wrong way and taped for about 4 days. Right. And it's still curling.
Oh, OK.
OK, so be prepared if you've got anyone in the house that can help you.
Yeah, they've got some little weights.
We've got some little weights as well. But it does curl very stiffly.
I'm getting a bit panicky, thinking you might need a friend to help you with that.
Well, I did this on my own.
Yeah, but not everyone's you.
5 hands.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'd never made one before.
Oh, OK, so it's not... Don't be frightened.
I've never done a lampshade show before. Right. This is the... because I'm using the pack of the double... the 20 and 30 one.
So you mean this one, the...
What's it called?
Pendant,
yes.
Where's it gone? The tiered one. Hang on, I've got the cloth.
So you've got...
Oh, no, here it's in a different box. That's what threw me.
In that one, you will get the outer one.
The 30 one.
And then you get this other...
The inner one.
The inner one.
Now, I just need to say something to you. The actual finished thing, it looks a little bit different to that drawing, doesn't it? The inner dome hangs lower. I have the... Oh, hang on, I can get the instructions.
Yeah. You've got the instructions.
Oh, there's that red thing.
The tape, yeah.
The plectrum.
So those are the 2 rings. And you do get a lovely...
Oh, a bottom one. Now, that's funny, because I bought... Before I came to work here... Oh, no, it was when I lived in Twickenham, so I'm going back years. I bought a lot of these double-tiered lampshades when I was selling the house. I didn't want my lamps up or anything. And they didn't come with a bottom in. And so every time you walked underneath it, you just saw the light bulb and everything.
So that does in the centre one.
This is what it actually looks like here, this one on the corner. It's a lot different to the drawing on the front. I just want you to know, that's all.
Yeah.
Just want you to know.
And also, the 2 rings that make the outer one...
Yeah.
If you were doing the one that the pink one there...
Yeah.
It would be exactly the same as this, but do you see this one's got little hooks on?
Yes.
And that's because... The inner one hangs off that one. That's how it works. And that's how you know that then when you've got a 20 centimetre of that on there, that's how much it's going to hang below.
Oh, OK.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So that would hang down there.
OK.
OK.
I need to warn you, before we go any further, which we haven't really talked about, the clock-making kit, there's how many left? 1.
Of the clocks?
1 left.
Ah.
So I'll put that over there. 1 of those left.
That'd be really nice to personalise a clock, wouldn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Really
then
nice.
You could have each number as a picture of Hannah's face. Or just one big face in the middle, and then the hands go like
Different
that.
Different faces being pulled.
Right, OK, let's get on.
So we'll come back to the rings in a second. We're going to now put the laminate down. OK, so I'm going to start the peel at this end. The paper doesn't go right to the end, actually.
Even I'd be able to do that one.
Yeah, you'd be able to do this one. So we just peel a few inches away to begin with.
Yeah.
And we're going to flick that back up.
OK.
I don't suppose it matters that that's in the way.
Nice to have a big table like this to do.
It is, and that was what I was going to say, actually, because I didn't even really give it much thought. I was so excited just to get going that I didn't clean my table very well beforehand. And bearing in mind, if you're doing anything with white, when you're rubbing this around on your table, just bear that in mind, because I think I've got some of my seams look a bit knuckly.
But yes, that's a good tip.
Yeah,
good tip.
Clean your table well, because if you've got any white areas on there.
OK, now
So,
I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the telly, but...
Shall I turn it around sideways?
Can you do that? I don't want to make it more awkward for you. Oh, there you go, there you go.
We'll do maybe a bit at a time.
Yeah, what we can do is start it off and then put it back to there.
OK, so I've got the initial bit stuck down.
Yeah, but it's not right to the end, is it?
Not right to the end. It's given us a little bit of room.
Yeah, I'll move my finger there.
And it's just a matter of peeling this back and just keeping it within your image and making sure there's obviously no wrinkles or whatever, and just firm down. You can actually like rub it with a ruler even as you're going.
Yeah.
And just be careful when you get to your seams that you've got your seams.
Oh, that you don't press your seam allowance.
Yes.
It's like when you're doing patchworking, make sure your seams are kept flat and everything.
That's right. And just keep going. What I did actually was cut the paper off halfway through it. Do you know what I mean? Because I just find it a bit annoying.
Oh yes, so chop that off where you're up to. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you could actually just pull that off if it's getting in the way, and then carry on. Because it's a bit easier to handle. Keeping that straight.
Now, if you put it down and you realise you're going wonky, can you peel it back a bit?
Yes, because silk's obviously trickier to work with than the poplin, and it shifts a little bit more. I did actually have a crease in the silk, and I managed to pull it back. Look, you can pull back.
So it's not once it's pushed down, it's not...
It's not all over. Yeah, yeah, you're given a second chance, thankfully. I know, because it's quite terrifying, these things. A friend of mine...
Do you want to pull it this way a little bit?
Oh, that would be great, thank you. A friend of mine did one of these lampshades some time ago, and she put the fear of whatever into me, yes, to ever do a lampshade, and here I am. So yeah, on live TV.
Yeah.
But you see,
and you've only done it once before.
That's it.
This was your first one.
Ever lampshade, yeah. So, but that's what it's about, isn't it? It's showing people that these things aren't. You don't have to be expert. Rub them down as you go. Also, you only have to go to a department store, and not a fancy one or a one with your own fabric and like that, but just to buy a normal lampshade is not cheap, is it? No. So we're going to get them down,
Right, do you want me to put it along a bit further?
Great, thank you. That's working well, actually, with you there.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's good to have somebody at home to help you.
It is. If you've got someone around, it's...
Not going off to France, teaching painting.
I know.
He's never going to live that down.
Beautiful food as well. The hosts, they've been doing it for 27 years, so they're very good at what they do. But apparently the lady had written lots of cookbooks as well, so all fabulous.
A friend of mine go to a farmhouse in Italy every year, and you go and stay in the house in Italy, but you also learn how to cook every day as well. It just sat...
I know, it sounds idyllic, doesn't it? Just, you know, lovely wine every day.
Right, so you just
make sure it's all firmed down. Yeah.
Would you use... Is it fine just use your hand? You don't need a roller or anything like that?
No, you can use a little roller when it comes to fixing the seam, but I didn't have a little roller, so...
OK. Yeah. No, I don't suppose many people have. I don't know where I got that from.
Actually, these are quite good for rubbing that down.
I've got a little roller? No.
I've got a big roller for printing.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, screen printing, don't you? Oh, no, that's a thing.
little seam roller is what...
That's what I'm thinking of, but I don't know where I've seen one recently. Anyway.
Maybe we've used one on here. So now what we'll do now is just check that we've got no crinkles in there.
Oh, yeah, this is where you will have found...
Yeah, if you've got any
in the
creases.
silk, you might have had a crease in it.
Yeah, which I did.
Or it's like the equivalent of an air bubble, isn't it, when you put in things like that, yeah.
So now we can trim this down. I'm going to... the instructions tell you to trim it right back on all four sides.
Right to the edge of the laminate. Yeah.
To the edge of the laminate. There's fantastic... the makers of the lampshades have put tutorials online as well.
Oh, OK.
YouTube ones, so you can watch someone do it too.
Well, they can watch you on YouTube now doing this one.
Yes, they can. One extra tip I picked up from watching someone else do one video was to actually not trim one of the edges and to fold the edge back so that you don't end up with a raw edge.
Oh,
well, that's quite nice.
Yes.
So when you folded it around, you won't ever get that raw edge showing.
I've also noticed there's like
On the edges there, you'll see there's a crease in
Yes.
the laminate. It's about 1 centimetre or so in, and we're going to peel that back.
Oh, OK, that's going to be our glue or
That's
something. is it,
actually
later?
our area that folds over the top.
Oh,
of the
OK. So you don't do
lampshade
anything
there.
about that now, then?
Don't do
So
anything
you
about
cut
that
your
right now.
fabric back to
Yep.
the size of the laminate apart from the end there.
And you can do that however way you're comfortable, with scissors, with, if I've...
You want a rotary cutter? Oh, no, ruler.
I'm going to do this with my long rule because I'm more comfortable with that. So,
Okay.
but if you're
But
more...
am I going to step away from the table if I'm holding it? I will have to.
You don't need to hold it, I think,
sure
now
it's
with the
gonna roll
ruler.
up?
That's okay. Thank you. So we just trim that
But you
back.
can do this if you're not a rotary cutter
Yeah,
girl.
just do it with scissors.
Or boy.
Perfectly fine. Just do it however you're comfortable.
We never found out why the tinsel was wrong, did we? Was it Jane messaging saying who's in charge of the tinsel?
Oh, you had a tinsel malfunction.
It was Hayley did it.
Thank
We
you.
stayed late on... when did we launch Christmas? Monday, so we stayed late on Sunday to do it.
I didn't realise you were doing Christmas this week. Did Christmas in July last?
Yeah, that was... But this is Christmas now till Christmas.
Oh, this is permanent.
Somebody's asked about the 3 different thread options. Oh, have to be careful because they're not in their bag anymore. This one is cotton poplin, which is the one you saw in the first show that Auntie made that gorgeous cushion, like the log cabin cushion. That's just well, I've got the weekend off, isn't it? I'll just learn words again over the weekend. 6 sheets for £19.95. Then I've got the cotton twill, which is this one, which is slightly heavier than the poplin. You get 6 sheets again, A4 size. Then now, whichever one you buy, you get the little URL to download the Bougainvillea or the Bird of Paradise. Angie's her own copyrighted photographs. Written. £21.95. And then, I've never seen this before, this is the silk one. Now, it's called Silk Charmeuse. So there's the silk one. You get 6 sheets for £29.95. Again, you get the image link there. This is the lamp that Angie's made out of the silk, and you get... That's one of the prints you get. That's one of the prints you actually get to make. So if you want to make that exact lamp, you could buy the threads, you could buy the 30-centimetre thing, but you automatically get the URL. If you're going to make something else, you can use them for that. It's free for anyone. Free for anyone who buys the kit to use them.
Yes,
right.
yeah, of course. Looks good.
Right.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Looking good. So we've trimmed it back on 3 sides, and I've just left a little edge there that I'd got before. What I'm going to do first, before... Can you see you're just constantly battling the curl? We're going to now peel off
OK, now,
edge.
you know when you said you were going to fold this edge back?
I am.
You can't iron it onto there, can you? Because that's plastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So don't iron... Don't think, oh, I'll just press that over to make the edge. Don't iron it.
We're going to tape it down shortly.
This is the 30... where is it?
How are we doing?
30 centimetre one that we're doing, £14.95.
So now I'm just going to peel this off. This is leaving... this is sticky on this side, but not on the fabric.
Oh, OK. I thought it was going to be sticky fabric. I'll hold this end. Now, you could also use the tiered one. This would be the top one of the 2 tiered ones.
That's right.
This is the 30, and then the tiered one, you get the 20 as well. So you'd have to work out what you were going to put on the lower one.
So you could choose any of the planes or whatever. Can we slide along?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, so if you use your Bougainvillea, you could then get, like, an azalea pink or something like that just to make the underneath one. Oh, that'd be nice,
that's right. Just be careful when you're peeling this off. Obviously, all fabrics fray at the edges.
Yeah.
So just be careful. Just be aware that that's going to happen a little bit there.
And would you take all 4... Oh, yes.
Just the 2, yes.
Oh, it's 2, it's not 4,
2
so
sides,
you better take both sides off at the same time.
Both of these come off, yeah. You can peel from that end if you like.
You said that.
If we can.
Let's find my glasses so I can't even see the crease.
Okay, it's coming.
You're there now.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's quite sticky, that stuff.
Right.
There you go. Super. Now, what we're going to just deal with this end, which is an additional...
that end back, then?
Yeah, which is... This is different to what it says in the instructions.
Oh, OK.
Okay.
What's it say in the instructions?
Instructions say to cut on all 4 sides.
Right.
But obviously, when people are making these, they come across nice, you know, a little bit better finishing idea, actually.
So this was one you saw in one of the YouTube videos, then, yeah?
So we're just going to put... This is the tape that comes with the kit that we'll use in a second around the tubes. So I'm just going to put a layer of this on the inside of the
So on the laminate?
Yeah.
And is it that sticky on one side and not on the other?
It's double-sided, but it's got the... That's
protective
the colour,
tape.
the protective tape.
Oh, so it's not orange when you peel it off, then? That's the protective tape, is it?
Yes, and I'm just thinking I did have some paper scissors.
I'll use those little snips there, to be fine.
They're Fiskars, John.
I've got... no, I've got a Fiskars sharpener.
Some allowed?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. I know you'd normally use paper scissors to use these, but by the time Jay gets here,
I know, I did have those scissors. We were... OK, so...
Oh, he's here now.
Are they over there? Yeah, by the computer. So now we can just peel that edge off.
Yeah.
And just fold that little bit of fabric back. So that's going to give you a lovely finish.
Sharp edge.
On the edge, rather than it being a raw fabric, which I thought was a super idea.
Oh, yeah. Did you do that on both ends?
Just the one.
Oh, just the one.
You could do it on the other end, on the inside, actually, but the other side will be on the inside.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to put a... Thank you, Jay. Another row down, but not take the tape off it yet.
Oh.
Because that's for when we're finished rolling.
Oh, OK.
OK. So put another strip along the edge. There we go. Trim that. We'll leave that.
But you're not taking the protective tape off
because it's very sticky when that comes off, and we've got other processes to do.
OK.
OK. Now for the next bit, that's all prepared, ready to go.
All right.
And now we're going to prepare the 2 parts of your lamp.
Right.
As you were saying before, if it's just for a normal, like the 30 cent, that can be a lampshade or a pendant, you wouldn't have these hooks on.
Oh, OK.
So this would just be a single ring and then this, and it would depend which way... Whether this goes on the top.
Now's the point to decide.
Now's the time to decide. Right. You always put this, you know, that's bellowing in.
Yeah.
Always inwards, though.
Right.
So it's either at the top or the bottom.
But it's always on the inside.
Always on the inside.
Right.
And this part that we're going to do with the tape now, the instructions even tell you to do this one first, because once the tape's on, you can put it down. Being sticky.
Yeah.
This one, once that's on, without those hooks, you can't do anything
because in the 30... No, that's not the 30. Here's the 30 one.
So we get our double-sided tape again, which is why you're getting that out.
Yeah.
And we're just going to position it as centrally as you can onto the rim of that.
Yeah, because I'll just show you this. In the 30... You get that one that you're doing now,
that's it.
And then that's
just
the bottom
ring.
one without the hooks on it, because obviously you don't need hooks on it. You only need the hooks on the tiered one, so that's what you'll get if you buy the 30 one. Right.
So you do this piece first. And I'm just pressing this double-sided tape. Just put it centrally.
For some reason I thought you were going to do, you know, kind of like wind it, yes.
Oh, OK.
Oh.
Have you not done a lampshade?
Hannah been leaving us messages again.
Am I not the only one this is a first for, then?
I've never made one.
Oh, you've never made one?
No, when we did the practice ones in rehearsals, Natasha made one.
Ah.
I've never done a lampshade. I think I did the clock, didn't I? I think I did the clock.
Ah.
Can't do it, sold out. No, can't show you today, sorry. Another time, maybe.
And I'm just snipping that off.
I've moved on now. I'm doing blocks and dressmaking shows now rather
Fabulous.
Not advanced by any means.
So we've put that flat.
Jumper?
Thank you. We've put it flat, and now we're going to press it around.
OK, but it's not sticky to your fingers because you've still got your protective bit on.
That's right. And that's why I'd pre-prepared that, so that the viewers don't have to watch me do another one.
Yeah. Will you look at the time?
I know. So,
no, I'm not trying to rush you.
No,
I'm just saying,
I know, but that's why I didn't want to do all the piecing as well. Get down to the...
nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty. So we press this down, round there, And then we're going to peel the double-sided tape off, which is why then it will be sticky.
Yes.
And that's why they tell you to do this one first,
Right.
get everything ready to go before you peel off your other one, because you can't put them down. You're stuck with 2 sticky rings.
Oh, OK. that's the title of someone's book, isn't it, that?
Let's hope the doorbell doesn't go, or the phone rings.
You have to ignore them.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all ready to go, and then we can peel.
So you're only going to peel that one off first, you're not going to peel this one off yet?
I can peel this one off now because this one actually, it's got
Shall
the
I do
hooks
that
on.
for you?
Thank you very much.
This is where it gets completely stuck to everything there, doesn't it?
Yes, now we have to go prepared. So I can put it down and just put this out.
Oh.
Oh, that might be in 2 bits.
Yeah.
Because I used the remnants.
Just, well, this is the last show because I've got sticky fingers now.
It's gone quickly this morning.
So what?
It's gone quickly this morning.
They fly by, don't
They
they?
do.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Right, OK, I've done it.
OK, so we've got the blue at the top. Because
Yeah.
this is a hanging one, isn't it? This one.
Is it?
Because it's from the...
Oh, it's from the tiered one.
Yeah, the
yes,
tiered one.
Yeah.
So this one will go on this side.
Right.
OK. So I'm just going to... What you want to do is position this right at the edge.
So does it go on the fabric or does it go on the laminate?
Right at the edge of the laminate.
Right. And it doesn't matter where you start, where on the wheel you start?
No.
No.
And this one?
Oh, you've got to do them both at the same time?
That's what I was saying, yes. This is the scary
Right, which way round do you want it? That way round?
Hooks outwards.
The what?
The hooks outwards, thank you.
Right, and then I'll hold that down like that. Oh, sorry.
So you do sort of...
Blimey.
You get it started right on the edge and then backtrack.
Yeah, we'll have to do a lot of that in my life.
A little bit like that.
Right, OK.
And the idea now is to
so
roll...
So I'll take that away then, as we go along.
This is what I'm saying, yeah. Please don't ring the telephone or, you know, have an itchy nose. And so actually, once you get the first sort of 6 to 12 inches going, it's actually better because then it's got a bit of stability and you're just keeping it inside, not on the fabric, on the laminate.
Oh.
OK. And then you can pull it along the table. That's if your table's dirty.
Yeah. That's where you got the table. OK.
That's where you're going to have a problem. No. Oh, I'm going a little bit off there. So I'm going to back up a little bit.
Mike's giving you directions from upstairs.
Or trying to.
Yes.
Because yes, it's
but
very
so if you do
difficult
go,
to
you
see.
can wheelie back a bit, and it's not
just
stuck
about.
forever, is it?
Can you all see anyway? Is it good for the camera to see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm presuming. There we go. And then when you get to the end, because we've done our lovely finish.
Yeah. Ooh. So I let go.
Yep. Then we can peel this where we've prepared this backing.
Oh, OK. Ooh.
Yeah. We can now peel that off if we can get it. Doesn't want to.
You managed, shall we do it?
Just.
Oh no, you can.
And then we can go back to rolling. If I just roll, I've got it stuck to my finger now. It's very sticky.
Yes.
We can just roll.
Don't do it with fake nails on then, because you could end up with all your nails around the outside.
And that's then. This is the point where they suggest if you've got a little roller.
Oh, OK, which Lucy had on her Instagram, apparently. That's where I've seen it.
So, OK, so you can do that. So you can see I've got a few frayed edges there, which obviously that's on the inside, but you can just nip those off.
Yeah.
Or you could actually, like you were saying, you could do the same process on the inside. And hopefully we'll have a nice finish on there. And we've got, it's starting to come together.
Yeah.
Lovely.
OK.
So that's all on. And now, because we've got sticky tape around the top, then we can fold these edges over.
Right.
OK.
Yeah.
So
I can see a glitch coming up. Not you.
OK.
Because you're going to get to a spoke.
Yes, you're going to get to a spoke, and that's where you have to cut the fabric.
Oh, OK.
So you can...
On your blunted scissors that I made you blunt earlier.
Just give it a little snip, and then it'll fold.
And because it's got the sticky tape on, it's not going to fray, is it? Because the sticky tape will hold the frays in it.
So initially, just because I'm conscious of time, and this next part, you've done the difficult bit now.
Oh, OK.
that's kind of, you know, the most difficult bit. This next bit, you need some patience.
Oh, do you?
And a little...
Is this do you have to do a plectrum with this?
Yes. Oh. So you can get the edges down, and in the box comes, in the 30cm drum, there was just one.
Right.
Of these. In this double one, there was about 3, actually, because they do wear as you're using them. This is the one... This is... I bought the one in that I made the hot pink one with. Is there about 3 in there?
Oh, no, there's 3. There are 3.
Yeah, and you get more tape, obviously.
Yeah, you get a lot more tape in this one,
A lot more tape in that one.
OK.
But this is the one I've used.
And said blooming neck
and it gets bent, and what you can do is actually recut it with the scissors as you're using it.
Yeah, your paper scissors.
So the serrated edge, you're supposed to use here.
Oh, hang on, let's come in on that.
You see that?
There you go.
So the serrated edge you use initially just to tuck that under, just to the sticky.
Right.
But then you can use the pointy edge. This is quite difficult for me to show, actually. The pointy edge, you're really pushing, and you have to be quite...
Oh, that's why you get 3 in the double one, yeah.
It's actually quite an aggressive... you have to be quite firm.
Yeah.
And you actually hear a little pop. It's because the tape's pulling away. Can you see that?
Can we hear it?
I don't know whether...
Did it go then? Was that it? Oh.
So...
oh, I can see that you're really
having to push up, and so the tool gets...
What's the
you hear
matter?
a little crease. See, it's just going in, and you can scrape the frayed edges in. So you can just go along. Is Hannah not happy?
Are these made of that?
Yeah.
Are these made of that laminate then? Is that what it's made of?
I don't know, actually.
Just like 2 of the laminates to put together. Anne says Angie made that look so easy. She hasn't seen this bit yet.
What does my husband say? It's like being a swan. You know, all graceful on the top, but their legs are going
we're like
crazy.
that every day here. Got a question from Jill. How easy would it be to use the design on a 20cm shade? What, you mean Angie's design? Well, no, what you do is you still join them together and then just make your piece of fabric, cut a bit off each end, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
5 centimetres off each end.
That's it. You just, the 20cm one on the front of the box, it tells you again... the size of the fabric. So I think you need... I can't remember now whether it was 3 or 4 of those.
Oh, it's only the tiered one that's 20 centimetres.
Yeah. I actually find this... You'll find your way with this...
it says your fabric... Sorry, your piece of fabric would have to be 645 by 220 millimetres to do the 20 centimetres. So are you thinking of doing... The bougainvillea on both, maybe.
On both.
And then all you do is, for the top one, you make it 970 by 255 millimetres, and for the bottom one, you make it 645 by 220. So you just reduce the bottom one slightly, that's all.
Yeah. I'll just point out, while you're doing that, because I was thinking about this, actually, with the threads. This is actually... Where have we got a piece of A4 paper? Fabric, rather. If you can see... This will actually just fit on.
What's that for? Sorry, I'm lost where you are on that.
If you wanted to use A4s joined this way.
Oh, yes.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
I was wondering whether the smaller... This is for the 20cm one. It just fits.
Oh, OK.
So you just have to be... When you were rolling it, you'd have to be super accurate, keeping it down onto the... fabric, obviously, because then you've got still got your crease and your edge will fold around, so it wouldn't, that would all work.
Or
if you wanted to join the fabric
make that slightly smaller, applique it onto a wider bit of fabric, and then you've got your excess there.
Yeah. So you can choose how much fabric or not you want to use, really.
Okay.
But yeah, the rest is really done. It's a bit easier actually with this one because they're keeping it off the table.
Yes, yeah.
Otherwise, I'd suggest sort of folding this round roughly so that because that will sit on the
Oh,
table.
yeah, then you haven't got sticky... Because also, if you're doing it on your cutting board, the last thing you want to do is create stickiness on your cutting board, because then you come to a project tomorrow and there'll still be glue on your cutting board.
So just roughly fold it around so all the sticky is covered before you put it down and start working on the top. Obviously, this is being held off the surface. But it's a very nice finish.
No, it is.
It's quite... it's a good exercise
Yes.
to be pushing that in. And because it's with twill, obviously, it's a little bit thicker.
Yes. Oh, the silk would be much easier to push in, wouldn't it? That'll be the sturdiest of them all.
Yeah.
Andrew and Hilary have done a picture of my face and put it on a dartboard, they said. That's not very nice,
Not
is
a
it?
clock. A dartboard.
I know.
That's not very nice.
They're like
at all.
that. They're vicious.
A lady contacted me, actually, that said that she knew you.
She was.
And your neighbours. A lady's... Oh, did you hear the crack then?
Yes, I did. I thought it was your fingers.
A lady was in touch to come to one of my workshops, told me she knew you. So you have to be careful.
It's such a small world, isn't it? Did she come?
Well, she's coming. She's booked. She talked about... do you have an elderly couple next door?
John and Chris, the old people next door.
I think she's friends of... She may know those.
Oh. She's a friend of John and Chris's?
Yes.
And she's coming on your classes? When's she coming?
November or December.
Oh, I might come the same day. Have you done the menu? Oh, Chaz, by me.
I was going to say, this is really boring now, just to watch me doing that.
But... No, because we've almost finished. I'm just a bit worried.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, there's no...
We have to recap the different threads, and you can butt in as much as you like on this one. So we'll start off with the cotton poplin one, which is the one that you saw Ange do the cushion, the log cabin cushion earlier. More than half of these have been checked out, and there's more in baskets. You get 6 A4 sheets, and they are £19.95. That's the cotton poplin one, right? If you want cotton twill, which is just slightly heavier, which is that one, isn't it?
Yes.
The cotton twill. You see, I think the cotton twill one being, at the moment you can go to really expensive shops and get denim jackets with bits of fabric, not even, put on. But you could do it yourself. Your own flowers, your own... Oh, in fact, Little Paul's got a brand... Have you seen Little Paul recently? He's got a very, very flamboyant denim jacket. And Mandy Shaw said he should put flowers on it. So this would be a good way to do that. Cotton twill.
And nice for cushions.
Yeah, exactly. Nice for cushions. £21.95. That's the cotton twill one. Now, remember, we'd love to picture people putting their pets on. In fact, I've got a cushion with Norman and Ellie on that someone made for me. And then, last but not least, we've got the silk charmeuse.
Yes. Lovely.
You get 6... That's lovely. Look at that one there, that Ange's done there. Hannah's just gone, weddings.
Well, I used it on a clutch bag.
Oh, did you?
Hydrangea clutch bag.
Hydrangea clutch bag, no less.
That would have been nice for a wedding.
£29.95. Oh, hydrangea's the ones if you plant it in different soils. Yes. The flowers are different, yeah. £29, same shape, different colours. £29.95 you get the silk ones. You get 6 again of those. Remember, you get when you buy these, you get the URL link. It's in your little parcel, come in your packet. If it's not there, ring up, it will be. And you go to URL, and you can get to download the this one, you're seeing here, and this one here. Those are the 2 Angie originals. Both images you'll get, and you get them so you can join them together to create that look or that look. But of course, you could just use them if you wanted to do that and just add that to a panel on your denim jacket or make cuffs on a kimono. Then you can just use single. You don't have to use them together to make one of these. Yeah. When are you in next, Ange? Oh yeah, imagine if you see people wandering around wearing your prints.
I'm back on the 3rd week of October, I think, with some more westerly.
Oh, that's me.
Yes,
that's me.
Something. But I just wanted to say that because I know we did the wet test earlier, you don't have to wash it.
Right.
Just to reiterate.
Oh yeah, that was us just showing you that we were going to just give the silver.
We were just showing that it was cut. The colours are fixed very quickly.
Fantastic, and you don't have to fix it. No. It's fixed automatic. It's a brilliant product. Right, tomorrow's menu. Here we go. Now, it's Natasha's in tomorrow. Tash does Tilda at 8 o'clock. Then 9 o'clock, we've got the hourglass quilt. Oh, that sounds nice. Do we know what guest's in? Oh, Lucy's in tomorrow. Then we've got Natasha's table rest. Oh, yeah, on the table, the tablet, tablet rest, the instructions on how to make that. And then at 11 o'clock, the Mr. Block. Well, I've never heard of a Mr. Block. Mm-hmm. That's all tomorrow. That is all tomorrow. So, we've got half a minute left.
Thanks
ever so much. Oh,
I was going to say I'll carry on. But it's been lovely being back.
It's been lovely to see you, and I'll check the dates when we go off now and see if I'm on with you again in October. So, remember, check out on everything you've got in your basket, anything that's in your basket, especially the threads now. You need to check out your baskets. What always happens, as we go off air now, we can see it goes bing, 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 because everyone checks out. Thank you very much for your company today. Any questions, just ring the call centre, 0800 112 44 33. I'm back on Monday. Now, by then, Monday, it'll be too late to be for that competition member. All you have to do is text the word sew to 66777 to win an Elder Sew machine. Bye!
Bye.
Follow us on Twitter for more inspiration, top tips, news, and share your own creations with us.